Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday, my friends. Good to see everybody here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alex, good to see you. Morgus, good to see you. Bomb Tech, good to see you, mate. Welcome aboard. Aviation Finn, good to see you. Tenure to Bobo, welcome back. Sav Jays, good to see you. Quick Match, welcome. SF Aviation, good to see you. Lilo Pilot, good to see you. Skywalkers in the house, good to see you, my friend. Alexi Rastas is here, good to see you. Captain Diaz, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well, dude. Been a hot minute. Charity Aviation, hey Cap, how are you? When are you going to make the air bridge between SBSP, SBRJ, SBST together? Come on, change your plans this live and let's do it. I don't know, man. Maybe we flew to Bogota last week, week before we flew into Bogota, so we'll see, man. We got to do some more South American ops as promised in 2024. We will do it, man. Captain Will, good to see you, man. Welcome. Zachary, good to see you. Sitski's Transit Agency, welcome. Brett Day, good to see you. Max Medcraft, welcome. Captain USA A350, good to see you, man. Juggle Stoomp, good to see you. Zachary, welcome. Cap Swede, good to see you. Steven, good to see you. Jason, good to see you. Living on a Player, welcome. Gvraz, good to see you. Matthew K, welcome back. Diamond Mike, good to see you, dude. Boston today, my friend. Ollie Plays, welcome. Alexi, celebrating 42 months. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very, very much for support. Incredibly kind, Alexi. Good to see you, dude. Says 42 months. Oh, baby, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Dom, good to see you, man. Mike Delta 11, good to see you as well. Vine Fortuna, good to see you. Biohazard, welcome. Tyson, good to see you. Kevin, good to see you. Leonard, good to see you. Davis, good to see you. Gary P, good to see you. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out today. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've tried a couple new things with OBS today, chat, so let me know if you notice any difference. The quality of the stream should be a little bit better. We're not like in 2K or 4K or anything like that, but the quality of the streams, I've gone through and kind of changed some of my settings as per the recommended OBS guide. So bitrate is up substantially. I've basically doubled my bitrate. So the upload to YouTube should be much clear, much more smooth picture. If you do notice anything though, like it seems like it's out of whack or something doesn't look right, please just reach out. Instead of 100 people writing me in chat, you can always just send me a DM on Discord or something like that. But new OBS settings, so we'll see. Hopefully everything runs well with that. It should. Who else do we got here? We've got Andy in the house. Good to see you, man. Flying 101. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Jacob, good to see you. Sean, good to see you. Liam, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. Winds right now, chat, are favoring the river visual. So let's not waste any time. Look at the weather here. 190 at 10 knots. It's literally blowing right down the runway. Few at 600, overcast at 10,000. Few at 6,000, overcast at 10,000. So it should be beautiful weather today for the river visual into DC. We love getting the river visual, and with the winds like that, again, blowing right down the runway, it's not a more perfect, finally for once, it's not the most perfect, it is the most perfect approach for the river visual. Usually, when we end up shooting the river visual, we can usually end up landing on a different runway, but we end up shooting the river. So very excited for today. It should be a great day of flying. If you guys do want to join, we are on VATSIM. Please feel free. We are doing some American Airlines off. There are a few other airlines. JetBlue flies into there as well. I think there's a couple other ones as well. So, by the way, join the Factor Meal plan. Should be getting them this weekend. Nice. Very cool, man. Congrats. On short final today, 1-9, you'll fly over a popular spotting area, Gravelly Point Park. It's the closest thing we have to St. Martin. Yes, I've seen that, David. Very cool. XP72, I think, was there and shot some stuff on his channel a couple months ago. I think he was there with his wife, took a little bit of a trip. A little bit rusty on the 7.3 after flying the 320 for a while, but flying with you in the Delta 739 on your left. Sweet. Sounds good, man. Looking forward to it. Gage, good to see you, dude. Welcome. Dude, gotta teach me how to land the Fenix. Is hard as hell to land this thing. Like I said, man, positive trend at about 30 feet. Do not force the nose down at 30 feet. Cut the power and start a little bit of a flare at about 30 feet. You'll get it, man. Trust me. Yeah. Cap, what's tonight's stream? I think we're gonna play Helldivers. I really think, man, I've been loving some Helldivers. I think we're gonna play Helldivers tonight on our After Dark stream. If you don't know what Helldivers is, it's like this space kind of exploration, killing bugs and automatons and all kinds of stuff. So it's really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly suggest checking it out. Great game. Had a lot of fun with it. Does the Fenix tend to make your CPU temps run higher? No, not really. Law Fox, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cool. Can we shoot the river visual I just put back beside you? Nice. Sounds good, man. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. Chat, did the sim update come out this morning or something like that? There was an update that came out this morning for the sim. I don't know what it was, but I had almost a gigabyte. It was like 600 and something kilobytes, I think, for an update. I don't know if it was the sim update or if it's just a random update to the simulator with maybe some of the Dune stuff or something, but I don't know. I almost thought it was the sim update 15 or 16 that we're on, but yeah, it seems that we're getting Block 2 early next week. They're finishing the polishing. I'll believe it when I see it. Probably just another update for the beta. Got you. Okay. I'm not in the beta though, Andy, but I guess it still updates throughout anything. Anyways, new AirAC came out today. Yes, I didn't want to do it this morning, Andy, just in case. There's been a couple instances where they update the AirAC and like I'd go to do it the day of and it causes some issues. So I will update tonight for this weekend, but I did see that it came out. I saw that I got my Navigraph pin. Igor, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for coming to hang out. All right, friends, let's not waste any time. Let's do it. Let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy powered up, turned on, ready to rock and roll. We got about an hour and 10 minutes into Washington this afternoon. So first things first, battery switch 1 and 2 to the on position. Beautiful. Let's go and get our external power on as well. Great. We'll get our Deers left side, right side, and center all set to the nav position. Beautiful. Cabby Burrs can come on. We'll get our crew supply on as well. We'll get our ground control on.
Me to start learning and joining the world of flight sim. I've been watching for a year or two now and have learned so much from you.
Hey, awesome, man. Congratulations. Joey B. Thank you for your support, Joey. I appreciate you, man. Glad I was able to help you out in your endeavors in flight sim, man. It can definitely be overwhelming. So as I always tell somebody, if you're new to flight sim, just pump the brakes a little bit, take it easy, teach yourself and start learning on the smaller airplanes. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. And move your way up from there, man. It's just that easy. So the update was for the new nav data and first airports for World Hub. Ooh, interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for the I couldn't find any information about a sim update 15 releasing, so appreciate it. Thank you. All right, nav and logo lights on, EPU master start switches on, no smoking to the auto position. We'll arm our emergency exits, and we'll go ahead and bump our cargo heat to the aft position. Beautiful. Let's come down over here to the electronic flight bag. First things first, we're going to insert that, pump that. We'll go to our Fenix tab. Beautiful. Let's go to import our flight plan. Yes, we shall do that. Should see us from Boston to DC. We've got 20 minutes on the turn. Should be enough time, no problem. Let's go to our mass and balance tab. We're already boarding, so we should be good. 172 passengers planned, 2,675 kilograms of cargo with 6,800 kilograms of fuel. We are going to get blasted by a headwind on the way to DC. The return flight should be significantly shorter, like 10-15 minutes shorter because of the winds. So have to have a cheeky look at the World Hub. Where do you access it? It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe I can try and figure that out tonight or tomorrow or something. I was wondering what was happening with that World Hub. News is rather quiet in that for a while. It has been, Matthew, but they've been announcing it on the Microsoft forums and stuff like that. Load aircraft, I already did that. Okay, we already did. Sweet. Let's go back to, let's leave this to mass and balance, and let's head down to the MIC-DO. First things first, we're going to go to the FMG tab. We're going to go to our knit ref. We're going to do our knit request. We'll populate that. Beautiful. Get all that going to go. Do you use any NVIDIA in-game filters for Microsoft? I don't, Cuba. No, I'm running everything. The only thing that you'll see and what might look different than maybe how you have it is my airport sceneries. I run a lot of third-party airport scenery. That's really the only thing, man. 2159 on our call sign today. Beautiful. Let's go to a knit B page. Let's plug in some information over here. We're looking for 60.531.4. 60.5/31.4. Good. We'll throw that into there. Block fuel for today's flight, we'll call that 6.9. Good. Throw that into there. Beautiful. Let me just make sure we don't have any ATC online. We don't. So we're going to go Boston. Let's see what the winds are doing here in Boston. Go to Boston, go to weather, go to METAR. Winds are 140 at 7. 140 at 7. My guess is we're probably taking the 2.2s. They never depart out of the 15s. Would be cool to depart out of the 15s. Should we go to 15, chat? They never depart. Nah, we'll do 2.2. I don't want to screw anybody up. We'll go 2.2 right for our departure as per normal. If there was ATC online, they would give us 2.2 right. So we'll plan properly. 2.2 right, we're going to be out on the SOX 7 departure today. So we'll find that in here. SOX 7. Good. I don't think there's a transition involved with that. There is not, so we'll just insert that. Beautiful. And then into DC today, we're going to go to the arrivals. We are going to plan for the RNAV, runway 19. We're going to be on the Deal 3 arrival. Deal 3, good. We're going to take it via the Laughlin transition. And our approach via, we want it via Fergie, which is there as well. We'll insert that. Beautiful. Scroll through our flight plan. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities or anything like that. Everything looks good to me, which it does. Radar vectors, Fergie, Derek, Grays, Seatalk, Fonzie, Jubal, Werso, Furup, and then down into Washington's runway 19. Beautiful. This should be a great flight, chat. Everything looks good there. Flight plan looks great. We'll go back to our knit ref. Pardon me. Jesus, dude, I'm dying this morning. Initial cost index of 5. And we're going to put on our cruise level at once. It's up at 36,000 feet. I think because of the headwind, it gives us enough time to bump us up to 36,000 feet. But we've got flight level 360 plugged in. Let's go to our perf page now. We'll head back here to our electronic flight bag. Go to our departure performance. Going to pull up some numbers here. Flew in a 1.5 right the other day. The ILS was misaligned due to the left for me for whatever reason. Weird. JR, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. World Hub will serve as a repository for custom user-created scenery that everyone can download and replace the default scenery. Yes, it's badass. I'm very excited. Very similar if you've been involved in the X-Plane world for quite a while. Very similar to what X-Plane has with their scenery gateway. It's basically the exact same thing. Super low pressure here today, 2929. So crazy low pressure. And we got our V speeds, 35, 40, 40. So we'll bug those in, 135, 140, 140. Good. Flaps are going to be 1 slash down 0.2 and 48 on the flex temp. Down 0.2 and 48 on the flex temp. Jesus, we're going to be blasted out of here, chat. We haven't had a 48 flex temp in quite a while. Interesting why it's giving us those numbers today. I'm not quite sure why, but maybe it just wants us out of here. 48 degrees on the flex temp. Weird. Just bought the A320 Fenix. I have a long road to go. Hey, enjoy it, man. You handsome bastard. How you doing? Well, Andre, good to see you, man. Thank you, dude. Hope you're having a great Thursday as well, man. Thanks for coming to hang out, dude. That is not right. The 2929 altimeter and those winds are not correct. If we look at the winds here, winds are 140 at 7. Altimeter is 299 I'm getting 3003, so I'm going to put in 2998. Some weird things going on today. We'll check out what our top altitude of the SOX 7 is. So top altitude is 5,000 feet, so we'll bug up 5,000 just in case. That's all good. Sweet. Let's go ahead and spool up the APU, jump outside, we'll have a look-see. They're done the boarding process. We're just waiting for the last couple passengers to get on board here as well, chat. Wonderful, looking good. Phoenix weather bugged, need to enter it manually. Can you even enter it manually? Oh, you can. I didn't even know you could do this. Wait, can you? Yeah, you can. All right, 140 at 7 is what it was. Temperature was, what was the temperature? Temperature's 4 degrees, that's fine. And then 299 or 8. I bet you that is why it's giving us a crazy flex temp. I bet the flex temp will change now on this one. Yeah, 35, 40 and flex of 56. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. 56 on the flex temp. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could add that all in there. Okay, cool. That looks good. Oh, it has to be 07. I don't think it's going to change much, but we'll put 07 just in case he wants to change any of the flex temps. It shouldn't. Nah, everything's good there. Okay. 1020 on the throttle in and out. 1020/1020. Good. And then we're going with a engine out acceleration 1020 as well. So everything goes across as 1020. All right, cool. Sweet. Everything looks good there. APU is on and available. APU bleed is on. External power comes off. We'll get the fuel pumps on. We're just boarding up the last 12 passengers, and then we'll be out of here. Let's go to our Phoenix tab down here. We'll go to our ground services. And we'll go ahead and remove the chocks and cones and the GPU. Beautiful. And everything else is looking good, chat. We'll put this back on our departure page. Wonderful. ADIRs are aligned. And I have auto ATC on today because there is no ATC. So we've got auto ATC, and auto ATC is giving us a squawk code of 7045. So we'll plug that in here, 7045. And we'll turn that on and reporting, Beautiful. We've got some company messages as well to take care of before we push ourselves back. AtSiu menu, AOC menu, received messages, preliminary load sheet, we'll accept that, and then our finalized load sheet here today, 172 plus 4, we'll accept that as well. Beautiful. Cool. Everything's done. We're good to go. Do you think it's okay for my CPU temps to run in the low to mid 70s when flying the Phoenix? Yeah, that's fine, Zachary. No real issues, man. I mean, my stream PC runs about at that temperature. What's my stream PC doing right now? Stream PC is running at 69 degrees CPU. 71, 69. So, yeah, perfectly fine. Sorry for the silly question. I'm normally an X-Plane user. We got out Microsoft. Is there an add-on for the camera view switching or pre-assigned viewpoints? So, Michael, very similar to how X-Plane works. You can set custom wing views. Almost exactly the way that X-Plane works. You just need to trick the camera system. So there's some great videos online. If my good friend XP72 of the channel as well, he has a great little tutorial of how to set custom wing views. What I suggest is spend an hour, make it so, I don't know, you remember in X-Plane you use your numpad default. In Microsoft that's not how it is. You have to hold left alt and then cycle through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top. Start looking at your rebinding all of your commands so that you can use your numpad to do all your views. But there are some great videos and tutorials online. It's just going to take a little bit of time on your end to kind of reconfigure everything and set everything up that way. Oh, X-Plane was having a hard time with PMGG last night. Back-to-back crash to desktops. Oof, that's not good. Keith, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope we're doing well. Cap, is there a way to report someone on Vatsums on CYYZ last night and some guy in a 380 was screwing up everyone's flights and people were logging off? Yeah, .wallop in chat. .wallop in your client, and that should spawn a supervisor. XP72, yeah, gotcha. All right, cool. Let's go for GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Excuse me. No, we don't need to worry about any ice pushback treatment. Beautiful day here in Boston. 4 degrees, no weather to be seen, so we shouldn't have to worry about any anti-ice. Yeah, spawn, exactly. Because that's usually what it is.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
UNH is good. I mean, it's set properly now. It is set properly now.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Beautiful. Tug driver's gonna come up now. It's like 8 degrees in Toronto. Should be wearing shorts right now. Dude, it is crazy warm here as well today. What is the temperature currently outside right now? 5 degrees. 5 degrees outside with a high of 7 degrees today. It's going to be 4 degrees tomorrow, but then -9 on Saturday. And then Sunday +1, Monday +3, Tuesday +9, Wednesday +13, Thursday +10. I mean, shit. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if I've seen weather this warm in spring or in March. Pretty warm. Pretty warm. Okay, we want to be facing nose right, facing southeast. Yes, correct. Park brake is released.
Commencing push.
Beautiful.
All engines clear.
There we go. First time winter I've seen it like this. It's crazy, man. Yeah. 5 degrees Celsius is too cold here in Florida. Yeah, that's cold for Florida weather for sure, man. Yeah, you guys, anything under like 15 degrees. We have rain here in Colorado in February. Crazy, man. Crazy. The El Nino, the whole like jet stream this winter has just been real weird, man. Real weird. Let's go and spool up engine number 2. Hello, sir. How's it going? What's the arrival in the DC, the Yankee or the Zulu? Just the RNAV. I don't think there is a difference, is there? DCA approach. I thought they only had the one. Yeah, do the RNAV. Don't do the LDA Zulu or LDA. Nah, you want the RNAV, runway 19, because it's basically the river visual. It's the exact same thing, same waypoints as the river visual. Will be 26 Celsius in DFW today, about 80 Fahrenheit. My God, dude. I don't know if I could do that year-round, Andy, to be honest with you. I mean, that would be nice for like a week or two for me, but although that is like the perfect temperature, to be honest with you. Not any much hotter than that, though. I feel like that is like around the perfect temperature. I'm done for winter. Can't wait for spring and the warmer days. Yes, I agree, man. I agree. All right, we've got a good start on engine number 2. Let's spool up engine number 1. PTU barking away.
Please set parking brake.
Flew to Oklahoma the other day. It was 81 Fahrenheit. I thought the weather was broke. Nice, dude. Nice. DCA ops are interesting. Had a buddy who was a CRJ captain shoot the LDA Zulu into 19. I mean, those aren't really like... I mean, that's an okay approach, but it's just kind of weird, man. It's like an off-centered localizer glide slope. I don't know. little bit weird. I'd much rather fly the RNAV. The RNAV's kind of cool, man. You basically snake down the river, right? I'd much prefer to shoot the RNAV. That's just me. Obviously, real life is a little bit different, right?
Bypass pin removed.
All right, we're going to go out to Bravo. We're going to go all the way down Bravo. We'll make a right on November, cross the runways, and then we'll take November 2 for departure. Should be good. After all the fire seasons lately, I'm enjoying a non-fire weather season. Yes, exactly. All right, flaps 1. Beautiful. Engines down, sounds down here just a little bit while we get things ready. Ground spoilers armed. Ground spoilers armed. Engine mode selector to the normal position. Predictive wind shear system over to auto. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is set to max RTO. We need a trim value of down 0.2. Make sure we set that down 0.2. Beautiful. And then that is pretty much it. Upstairs, EPU comes off, EPU bleed comes off, nose light on. That should have been on as well. That should have been on as well. All right, sweet. And we should be good to go. She's walking away. Park brake comes off. Let's not keep anybody waiting behind us. Let's get our taxi going. I wonder how well RNAVs work in the real RJ. Probably pretty well, man. You'd like to think that they would all be working pretty well, right? Sim Famous, what's up, man? Yes, you're late. Block time. Thank you. Lad emitted onto that. Here in South Africa, with one heat wave, another 40 Celsius plus without any relief. Oh man, 40 Celsius, dude. That's insanity. That is warm, my friend. That is warm. Alrighty. Good. Takeoff config test. Good. Sweet. Alrighty. Got an American right there pushing back on Alpha. Company looks like a 3, maybe a 320. Almost like it looks like a 321. A little bit hard to tell from this angle. Hey Cap, did you give the external EFB a go? No, I haven't. No. That's something I'll probably set up on a week where I'm not streaming the Fenix, just in case I screw anything up. But I will try it. So I do have my iPad right here. I also need to order a new iPad mount. Because the current one that I have is a little bit broken. That's definitely a 321. Definitely a 321. It's a long boy. Have you seen the Fly-by-Wire 380 cockpit tease? I have, yes. It's exactly that, a cockpit tease. Every winter I always look forward to the summer, and then the hot temp hits and the effing mosquitoes come out, and I look forward to winter again. It's that game we love to play, right, Keith? I get it, dude. Trust me. You should see the mosquitoes and the flies and stuff at the barn. Oh my god, dude. They are relentless. Last year was really bad, like really bad. We had a really weird spring last year, a lot of rain. And you know when there's a lot of rain, it just means that there's more mosquitoes. If you live in a climate where there's mosquitoes, last year was brutal. A cockpit tease. Hey Gep, I don't smoke for 30 hours already. This never actually happened before, and I'm very proud of myself with no withdrawals whatsoever. Happy to be here and some days off work. Sergeant, congratulations, man. Very good, dude. Very, very, very good. Now, mosquitoes are the worst, dude. Mosquitoes are the worst. And with the horses and stuff, right? I mean, they're naturally drawn to the horses. They're all over the horses. So when you go out to the field to, like, get them and stuff, you're basically covered in mosquitoes. And, yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Streaming again tonight. I am streaming tonight. Yeah, we're playing a different game, though. We're going to play some Helldivers 2 tonight. Helldivers 2. Which is like a space exploration, first-person, third-person type shooter deal thing going on. It's a lot of fun. Been having a lot of fun playing with some friends. Mosquitoes down here have got clearance from ATC to land, so they are big. They're that big? Oh, Jesus. That's not good. When is a flight to Guatemala? I don't know, dude. I don't think we've ever flown to Guatemala. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky, Matthew. Mosquitoes are no fun, dude. I've had a strange few years with lots of wasps. Interesting. Can't say we deal with a crazy amount of wasps. Us, we more so deal about it in. We deal with wasps like in the fall. There's a lot of wasps out and stuff like that. But how do you use Sim Toolkit Pro? What do you mean? How do you use it? Like, what does it do? Not sure. Guatemala has a really nice circle to land approach. Interesting. I don't think we've ever flown into Guatemala before, to be honest with you. Isn't it annoying that Rex AccuSeasons the ground also gets colored? I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. I think they did a good enough job. It's not like it's like weird coloring on anything, so I'm fine with that. I am fine with it. Mr. Midnight Maverick, good to see you, dude. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're having a great Thursday. A380 next time? No, thank you. We don't have a 380 in the simulator, man. Maybe when we get an A380 we can fly it, but yeah. Got stung by a bee on my toe the other day for the first time since I was a kid. Jesus. That's because you're wearing flip-flops out in Florida there. You deserve it. This shows how upset I am that you get to wear flip-flops and I don't. Strobe lights on. Wing lights on. Landing lights on. Nose light over to take off. Let's go and call up traffic. Let them know where we're going. We're heading out. Boston traffic. American 2159 departing runway 22 right. Boston. All right. Let's do it. Peter Hager 380 still exists? No. Crocs, baby. Ooh, did you have them in sport mode? I always make fun of my fiance. She's got like some horse Crocs that she wears. And she says, hold on, I got to put them in sport mode. And she'll like flip the back down, the 4x4 mode, she calls it or something. I don't know. I always make fun of her. Like, Jesus, this is what life has come to. Talking about 4x4 mode in your Crocs. All right. We are ready to rock and roll. Are we all ready to go? Let's go it. That's exactly what happened. He flew into the holes in the front seat. You deserve it. Joystick cam is on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Throttle's up to about 40%. Looking good. Chrono's on. Hey now. Chrono's on. Let's do it. Manflex 56 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Slight nose down pressure on the stick. Airspeed is alive. Knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. Pause rate, gear up. It's a pretty cool RNAV departure, so we're going to follow the departure procedures. Immediate left turn out. Throttles to climb. A little bit bumpy. To be expected, I think. Just a little bit so we don't go deaf this morning. Gonna bug up our cruise altitude, which is gonna be 36,000 feet. Ooh, definitely a little bit bumpy today. Good. And there's our clean speed with the flaps clean. pitch for climb to maintain our speed. There we go. There's acceleration height. Nose down very gently. Okay, we need a very signature phrase for us to have on VATSIM so every controller knows what gang we represent. No, probably not. Just say no floaties. Half the time that's what people say on the frequency anyways. And half of the controllers are like, what the hell? Got stung by a hornet last summer because unknowingly got too close to a nest, brought the blood and my ankle swelled up for a couple days. Jesus. Last time I was stung, I think it was by like a black hornet or something like that, a black wasp, one of those big motherfuckers. I was out in PEI, Prince Edward Island, Canada, and I don't even remember what I was, riding a bike or something. Anyways, it landed on me, and it stung me, and my legs swelled up like crazy. One of those big, I don't even know what they're called, man, black hornets, wasps, I don't know. Autopilot 1 on, flight deck, sounds are coming back down. Hey, there we go. One of my new favorite aircraft to fly. Which one? This one, Kelly? It's wonderful. Wonderful aircraft. Are you holding out and hope for Skyline Simulations -8-100? It's been quiet. Not really. I'm more so waiting probably for the... the Majestic Q400, if I'm being honest with you. Not very many operators of the the -8-100, but yeah. I think it was a black wasp. What does it look like? Yeah, these fuckers, dude. This motherfuck. This thing. That's what got me. The black wasp. The great black wasp. This is what bit me. And it hurt. Like a you-know-what. You see Kyle at the Dr. Doc. What seems to have stung you, Kyle? Some big motherfucking boss. I was a kid too, dude. Like, I was young. That was the last time I believe I was stung. I might have been stung by a bee at the farm over the last couple years, but I don't know. How do you get an image imported in Sim Toolkit Pro? What do you mean, Flying 101? An image imported? I'm not quite sure I understand the question. Sorry. Got hit by a big hornet, hit me 3 times down my back, knocked the living shit out of me. Jesus, that's crazy, dude. That is crazy. How do you set up Sim Toolkit Pro? You follow the instructions, Flying 101. Very simple, man. Just follow the instructions on the page. Everything should make sense. 10,000 feet, landing lights coming off. All of our lights are actually coming off, actually. We'll go ahead and disarm the ground spoilers as well. Beautiful. We're climbing up 11,000 feet now on the climb. Look at the views out there. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Last time I got stung on the tongue. Wait, you got stung on the tongue by a wasp? Jesus, dude. That doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound good at all. Just got back from Japan, nearly 14-hour flight back straight over the North Pole. Damn. That'd be cool though, dude. I'm jealous, man. I'd love to go to Japan and visit one day. Is GSX pretty much cosmetic, or does it actually make loading the plane easier? There's some integration, Brady. There is some integration that you can do with fly-by-wire, with the Fenix, with the PMDG and stuff like that. But for the most part, it is a cosmetic thing. It's very much a cosmetic / realism type thing, you know? Jacob, my man, coming up in a business class. Huge no floaties to you, Jacob. Thank you very much for your support. Truly do appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Appreciate it, man. If anyone on Xbox, what screens do you use? Oh, you're asking the Xbox gang. I don't know. I feel like not a lot of Xbox users also have like gaming monitors and stuff, probably just televisions. Hey brother, would I be able to download Senior on an external hard drive and be able to use it in the sim? Yes. You would just have to sim link it, Captain Diaz, but yes, it is possible. Yep, very possible. Jacob, thank you again for your business class subscription. We got RJ celebrating 8 months as a business class member. It says 8 months and rolling. Oh, baby. Thanks for your support, RJ. I appreciate you, and thank you, Jacob. Welcome aboard as well. Appreciate it, guys. Last time I got stung by bees while driving, it flew in first, hit me in the eyebrow, felt like a rock, was fine all day, woke up my hardcore 4K TV or monitor. Yeah, it depends, man. I mean, obviously if you can, you know, maybe like a 2K 32-inch monitor or something like that, it really depends, Gav. Like if you play other games, like if you play shooter games and stuff like that, I would say go with a smaller, like, monitor-ish. But if you're just running like your simulator on it and movies and stuff, you can maybe go a little bit bigger, but yeah. Holy buffer? Oh. YouTube servers having some fun today. I got cut off midway through reading that. Oh, weird. I'm on Xbox. I have both the Thrustmaster setups and a 32-inch curved monitor and using one mouse and a keyboard for views and movement. Nice. There you go. Yeah, I might have set my bitrate a little bit too high. You just straight up froze. Interesting. Could just be YouTube servers being YouTube servers, right? But I am constantly getting a warning saying that my bitrate is set too high. Even though I'm on what they recommend, but like YouTube, you can put up to 50,000 kilobits. A refresh fixed it? Okay. Only lasted for about 5 to 10 seconds? Weird. Must be on YouTube side of things then. Probably patches, yeah. Patches. Captain Diaz, my man. Huge no floaties to use, dude. Says, oh baby, goddamn, man, it's been a long time, worth every penny, bro. Keep up the streams. I've learned a lot off your channel. Keep it up. Cap Diaz, thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. 41 months. Incredible, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have a keyboard and a mouse, TM Airbus full captain pack. Nice, very cool, man. I'm pretty much all set up then. As far as monitors, I guess it's going to be like, it's going to come down to like personal preference or something like that, you know? Is VFR moving map for taxi available for ChartFox? I don't believe so, no. I don't think there's any moving maps when it comes to ChartFox. No ATC, no ATC today, man. Hopefully on the return flight or something. Yeah. Want that 4K? Yeah, I would say go with 2K or 4K, especially if you're on Xbox and like it natively can support up to 4K. I'd consider like a 2K monitor or something, Gav. Maybe keep the performance a little bit, you know. Cam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And Kunal celebrating 27 months. Thank you, man. So this some bush flying in Kenya last week. So much fun. Yes, read your message. Not sure if you saw it. And you proposed to your fiance. Congratulations, man. And it sounds like it was a blast. Yeah. Is there a box like the Logitech radio for ILS inputs? Well, you can use the radio, right? So you can go COM1, COM2, NAV1, NAV2, identifier, DME, and transponder. So you can actually set everything off of the actual Logitech radio panel. You can set NAV1 and you can put in your ILS frequencies. You just have a little dial knob. I'm going to 36,000 feet, Cap Carolina. If only there was a reasonable priced AI ETC program. I mean, yeah, dude, like I wish them all the best, man, but I just, at that price, like I said, man, you're just, no thank you. Not interested, man. If it was like half that price, I may consider picking it up just so that I can have on flights like today where we have no ATC and we can give it a try or something like that. But again, for me, man, 99% of the time I'm either flying on VATSIM or I'm flying on Pilot Edge, right? So probably read it during the lag, but thank you nonetheless. No worries, Kunal. No worries. Let me know if it does the lag again, guys. Because yeah, then I would definitely have to look at the bit rate. But I did a lot of research last night about like video quality and a lot of people, a lot of streamers, and like even like OBS like setup and support and stuff like that also says the higher bit rate that you can put through your streams, the better. So I basically took my bit rate. I have a 100 megabit upload bit rate, and I put it, so right now we're uploading at 25 kilobits, 25,000 kilobits. And YouTube seems to be screaming at me saying, the stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended bit rate. So it says, YouTube is not currently receiving data from the stream. We believe it's incorrect. Yeah, so at 12:40 we had a little hiccup. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. Everything's looking good though, but 25K, that's really high. Yeah, I know. But like I said, man, I was watching a tutorial last night, Will, as I've been like kind of playing with some stuff, and they said the higher you can go, they were like, you know, Twitch and YouTube may yell at you and tell you that your bit rate's too high, but the higher you can go, the better quality it's going to be. I also changed my encoder, so the encoder may be a little bit different as well. We switched the encoder around, so. Bear Aviation, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Good morning from the left coast. Always good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Bear. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope all is well, too. 10,000 is usually good enough. I had it set to 9,500 previous, Kevin. 9,500 per another video's recommendation. But again, I watched a video last night, and he was saying, like, if you're, you know, if you really want like the proper performance, you got to go up, 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 and up. So we'll see. Stream quality does look better. Well, that's good. It's usually a good start. We'll see. I'll have to do a playback, and we'll see. Did FSE set the prices for the Rio yet? I think it's the same prices as it was at the Tropicana, Dom. I don't think there's been an update. You can put exclamation point FSE in chat, and that'll pop in Nightbot, and you can always have a little bit of a look-see on that. Is Nightbot even here today? I don't even think I've seen Nightbot in here yet. Nightbot, are you here? Nightbot. Usually it would help if I joined the channel. There you go. Nightbot's coming in now. Just came back from Vegas a couple days ago. Very nice. All right, we're well above transition altitude. We'll set standard barrel pressure now. We'll set standard pressure down here as well. Good. Nightbot is on strike. I forgot to add him in this morning. He's should be joining now. Give him a little bit. Stayed at the Rio and the Tropicana Resort. There you go. Nice. How was it? Which one did you prefer? Stream is really good. We can really see the brand now. Hey, there you go. There you go, man. Nightbot, what do you want from me? Christoph, by the way, good to see you, man. Welcome back, Christoph. I hope you're doing well, dude. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate it, man. Which venue did you vote for in the Vegas? The Rio. Yeah. Tropicana Resort, definitely. It was a whole condo. Interesting. Interesting. You ever been to Boston, IRL? I have not. No, I want to go. I haven't. Had a great flight from YYZ to YUL last night. Had ATC coverage from ground to ground. Hey, very cool, Wayward. That's awesome. Max, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. When you said encoder, my mind instantly thinks of aircraft encoder that feels altitude info and transponder via static systems electrical signals. Nope, not that. Video encoders. Video encoders. Definitely not that. I am still using the frame gen. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, there's Nightbot. Welcome back, Nightbot, or welcome for the first time today. Good to see you. You're late. You're in trouble. 44 knot quartering headwind right now, by the way, chat. Still looking good, but debating what to upgrade my computer since now I have a 4080. Ooh, what type of CPU do you have, Jay? Was driving an electric car and finding a damn car charger was so dumb. Never again running electric vehicle. All of them are broken. Wouldn't say that. I had a great experience with my Tesla in California. Great experience. The only shitty thing was letting it sit and plug and charge for an hour. That was it. 5900X with a 32 gigs. Ooh, 7800X 3D. 7800X 3D. Nightbot says, take it on our union leader. Exactly. Nightbot. Great stream, Captain. As always, question. Any reason why my baggage loaders are purple while using GSX? Like as if there's not a texture, Kevin? Like there's just no texture to them? Don't lie to us. We know what you did for an hour. I mean, I was stretching heavily with Mr. Mopar, dude. That happened. We watched some hockey highlights as well. Tesla is different than a Kia or a Ford Volt. They require different ports. Got you. Don't they come with adapters though, Cam Carolina? I don't know. I saw we could either do a Tesla or a different one, and the guy was saying like they just come with adapters. West. Exactly. Only belt textures are missing. Very weird, Kevin. Is it only for a certain airline, or is it doing it for every like airline that you fly? Like, is it missing like American Airlines or like, you know, Spirit Tech, or is it every time you do it? Look up, good afternoon. I'm a new subscriber, DV Gamer. Welcome aboard, man. Thanks, dude. Captain D Tribs, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. What is my current frame rate? Right down here in the bottom right corner. 75, 71, 77. We'll say in the 70s. high to low 70s. Well, high to low 80s now. 81, 78, 73. How much harder is the Fenix to fly than the fly-by-wire? Okay, so what I've learned, is it's clearly the bit rate. I'm pretty sure the bit rate's causing some issues. Yeah, I think I have it set too high. So what I'm gonna do, bear with me here for a sec. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna reset the bit rate because I don't want this to happen on like short final or something like that. There's definitely something going on with the bit rate because it's like continuous. It's doing it like every 10 minutes or so. It's cutting out. It's done it three times already. So bear with me for a sec. I'm going to end the stream. It'll just stay here. You may have to refresh or something, but bear with me for a second. I'm going to change some settings because obviously this bit rate is not working. So bear with me for a sec. I'll be right back. All right, we should be back now. And again, just let me know if it keeps doing it, chat. I just cut the bitrate in half. I put it down to 12,000. So I took half off of what it is. So let me know if it keeps doing it. I'll have to keep dialing it back. Obviously, didn't like 25,000. Too much data is being sent. So I've bumped it down back to what I used to have it to, 12,500. So we'll see. It should be good now. We shouldn't really have any issues. But yeah, fingers crossed we don't. When was the last time we did a crunchy versus smooth peanut butter poll? That's been a while, Kev. Me not knowing shit about bitrate sounds good, Kyle. So in layman's terms, bitrate is how much data your computer sends to the YouTube servers, right? Everything is, you send all your video and audio from the stream PC to the YouTube servers, and then that's what allows you to stream. So your bitrate, you would have a higher bit rate usually means that you can put more video and audio quality together, right? The higher the bit rate, the better the view and the quality would be. But obviously, I think we pushed it a little bit too high on that one. We went a little bit too much. So it's not, it didn't like that one. You're working on a gaming room? Very cool, man. Very cool. What flavor today? We've got some... what is this one? Orange Sherbet by Sherbinski's. Captain Shark with the $10 donation. Thank you very much, Captain Shark. I appreciate that, man. Huge no floaties too, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who do you think wins the cup this year? Oof, Ryan, I have no clue, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd love to see a Canadian team, except Toronto. I'd love to see Vancouver or Edmonton pull it off. I don't know if they will, but I don't know, man. You got some powerhouses down in the U.S. as well. Vegas is definitely going to be up there again, maybe contending. Colorado again as well. Some good teams, man. There's some good teams. Thank you again, Captain Shark, for the $10 donation. I don't know if Streamlabs is going to read it because I just restarted the stream or something like that. Last weekend flew San Diego, Chicago, DC, JFK on American. Stayed at the TWA with an awesome runway view. Snowed but cleared up, cold as you know what. Arrived runway 1 into DC, but 4 on departure right over the Capitol. Damn, very cool, man. Very, very, very cool. Flying into DC is definitely on my bucket list. The problem with flying into DC for me is like there is a direct flight every day actually from here, which is kind of interesting. There is a direct flight that I could take. But I would just be so upset, like, if I ended up flying in and I couldn't hit the
Last weekend flew Sano RD
river visual.
DCA JFK on American. Stayed at the TWA with an awesome runway view.
That is
Snowed but
badass.
cleared up. Cold as FK. Arrived RWY1 into DCA but 4 on departure, right over the capital.
That's badass, man. Very, very badass, dude. Captain Stealthy, welcome aboard, man. Hope you're doing well. Checking in during work meetings. Huge no floaties, dude. Thank you. Again, thank you very much for the support of the channel, Captain Shark. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Winnipeg contends. I think they have a great team. I don't think Winnipeg contends, man, to be honest with you, dude. If you watch Winnipeg games, they usually win because Hellebuck stands on his head. The one thing with the Jets is they do not have a lot of like secondary scoring. Apart from like Scheifele and Connors and stuff like that, man, I just don't see it, dude. Yeah, okay, Hellebuck's gonna have to stand on his head, but if Hellebuck has an off game or the guys aren't scoring, it's basically game over, man. I don't think they have a shitty team by any means, but I just don't think they have I don't think that they have the I just don't think that they have the abilities, man. YouTube needs a theater mode where we can see full screen while chat is on the side. I agree. Yeah. The depth isn't there, in my opinion. Not with them. No. The one time I flew into DCA, we arrived on runway 1 and departed on runway 19. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Wind change or something like that. TN Aviation, 49 months. Says, hey Cap, Microsoft installed and I'm loving it. FrameGen, rocking it for me. Can't wait to see what 2024 will bring us. Keep up the good work. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for the support. I truly do appreciate it, man. There are very small stream refreshes, like when you refresh the page, someone else said too. Interesting. I'm getting stream is healthy. Let me refresh this and see what it's doing here. Let me close this out, reopen this. Pause you. Maybe it is on the YouTube servers today, because... Yeah. Thanks again, TN, for 49 months. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you. We definitely shouldn't have issues at this bit rate. I used to stream at this bit rate all the time. So we definitely shouldn't... I'm wondering if just YouTube's having weird server issues today. Because it's saying stream is healthy and stream is excellent. I'm getting no... I'll keep my eye on it, but... Yeah. For what it's worth, I refreshed and it's all good for me. Yeah, it shouldn't give issues at 12,500 on the upload bitrate. Like I said, I've used that one for quite a while, so yeah. I can't wait for the stream to freeze when you hit minimums. It shouldn't do that, man. Thankfully, knock on wood, my simulator is very stable, man. I will say that. It's very surprising with the amount of add-ons that I have, the amount of third-party scenery, utilities, and stuff that I use. For my simulator to be as stable as it is, I mean, I rarely, I think we can count the number of times the sim has crashed on me on one hand while streaming. Very rare, man. Very rare. Very rare that we get crashes or anything like that, so. Top of descent is 139 miles, chat. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't do something weird like that. You guys see that? My like camera, it's like showing the back of my seat for a second there. It's flipping the camera around. Riz, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait for Block 2 of this plane. So looking forward to it. Yes, absolutely. Do you have any stupidly long times for Microsoft to boot to the menu? I've installed on an NVMe SSD, but it takes several minutes. For me as well, probably takes about 5 minutes to load in Captain Stealthy. I would say 3 to 5 minutes, depends on the day. YouTube's been weird too today. I'm not getting any like analytics or anything from the channel. It's really weird. Kept getting crashes coming out of Miami like 4 times in a row. Left it for a few hours, did the exact same flight plan and aircraft, and it worked fine. Very weird, man. I don't know what would be causing that. That's an odd one. Definitely an odd one. Today's going to be a semi-Captain Canada landing challenge. River visual on your stream is definitely nerve-wracking. It's fun, man. Are you flying with us, Kev? Yeah, you are flying with us. You pushed back before us, right? Cap, any tips on how to calibrate and install the Thrustmaster pedals to the quadrant? Like you mean plug your rudder pedals into the back of the quadrant? I don't think so. Just make sure you have the right drivers from the Thrustmaster website. It always crashed around the same region too, but then it works, so I have no idea what to consider. You know, that's weird that you mentioned that, because I have had that issue before. Actually coming in over the Baltimore area. I don't know if you guys remember, for quite a while, the nav data like around the Baltimore airport was causing people's sims to crash. That was one of the times that our sim crashed. I think we were doing New York to DC or something like that. But you know what we should have done? We should have done Boston to Washington and then Washington to LaGuardia. I'd like to visit LaGuardia this week in hopes that we could shoot the RNAV X-ray into runway 31. Yeah. eBay is crazy. Someone is selling a 4080 Super for $2,000. I mean, that's usually how it is, man. SF. People get it and they don't care. They buy 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and then, yeah. Always time for an audible. Sending through 32,000 feet into DC. Can't wait for the river visual in the 7.3. Nice. Nice. Are the winds and weather, has everything stayed the way that it should? Winds are now 180 at 6, few at 6,000, overcast at 10. So not much has changed. If you look, though, there's some nasty weather pushing in. Yeah. You can see there's some nasty weather coming in. Actually, it's not too bad. Pushing through. It's more to the north. More up here. I think that's what's supposed to hit me tomorrow. It actually may stay clear of me up in Ottawa. Yeah, some nasty weather. Just to the north of DC is that weather. A little bit nasty. Almost had a 4080 Super for $1,000, but the guy said he had a buyer somehow when I made plans with him already. That always sucks, dude. So I hate buying things online off people, man. Like, unless like you're able to like leave that instant and be like, I'm on my way, I have the money in hand. Like, that's the only way I find some of those. I've had that happen as well, dude, with some stuff for like the fiance on the farm. Like, you all know we bought the tractor last year, and like we've been slowly adding pieces to the tractor, right? So we bought a like a bush hog. It's like this big thing that attaches on the back. It's like a lawnmower on steroids. It can take out like small trees and stuff like that. So we bought a bush hog for it. Again, we had one lined up. We went to go like see it, and the guy's like, oh, my son wants it now all of a sudden. It's like, man, and it was such a good price. We ended up finding one just down the road from us, another farmer that we know. He was selling his, and he kept it in really good shape. He got the blade sharpened for us, put new oil in it and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, it's a pain in the ass, man. Happens all the time. Just in a new PC build, got my 4080 Super for 1,500 CAD. That's not bad, man. It's not bad. It's good to see the 4080 Supers are finally out now. It's great to see that. King Bob, I wouldn't necessarily say one's like easier than the other. There is definitely more of a technique. Like, this airplane needs to be flared a little bit more than the fly-by-wire does. I've always noticed that this aircraft, I always tell people at about 30 feet you want to start your upward trend. So don't like pull back on the joystick at 30 feet, but approaching 30 feet you want to start with a little bit of like back pressure on the stick so the nose starts to come up. And ideally, right at about 30 feet, you start pulling back and you start easily bringing the throttles to idle, so that by 20, and by the time you hear retard, you're fully throttles are retarded, and you're in the flare, and then you kind of just let it sit itself down. Easier said than done, obviously, right? It takes a lot of practice with this aircraft. That's what I will say. Yeah. Do you know when the electronic flight bag comes out for PMGG on Xbox? I have no clue, Kelly. I'm sorry. I wish I knew. I'm surprised it's not already, but yeah. Bush hog, example of when a brand name becomes anonymous with the entire product. Rotary cutters, yes. A bush hog. Well, if you know anything about like tractors or farming or PTO or something like that, yeah, they would, you'd probably know what a bush hog is, I feel like. Hey Cap, do you run anything else while running Microsoft in your flying PC, or just run Microsoft by itself? What do you mean, Sean? Like what other programs? Obviously anything to do with the simulator is installed on this PC and when Microsoft is running. The only really things, like what am I running? We've got vPilot, we've got Navigraph charts. Yeah. No word salad from PMGG this week. Don't know if I should be sadder than I already am. Hey, dude, that's 2 weeks, Kevin. We're going on 3 weeks without an update from PMGG, which means radio silence usually means that we're getting very close. That's what I've learned from PMDG. When you don't hear anything from them, that means that we're close. I would like to think this weekend coming up, Saturday or Sunday, we get an actual release date from them. I think that I'm not saying it's releasing in a week or two. I'm saying that we're going to get a release date. And if I was a betting man, I would say that release date is going to be mid-March. I think we're going to get the 777. But yeah, we're going on 3 weeks now, man, without a word salad from Robert. So either he's incredibly busy or the team is incredibly busy, and things are kind of wrapping themselves up. We'll see. The UFT for the Xbox is going to be into testing now. The problem has been solved by Asobo. PMGG mentioned this in a post last week. There you go. I'm going to refrain from commenting what I really want regarding the bush hog. Nice. Bush is on medium. 3 weeks is the longest I've seen. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I don't think it'll take them to April, but who knows? Who knows? Hell yeah, baby, low bush. After 9 months of running Microsoft on Xbox, I've come to the realization flying on Xbox is fine, but the add-ons could be an issue. Learn to love vanilla. Yep. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with as well, right? Bike Pilot, I think though, it's going to come to a point where you're going to get to your flight sim career and you're going to want the third-party add-ons, right? You're going to want the smooth frame rates and being able to, kind of tap into everything that isn't available on the Xbox. Tayab, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Top of descent is in 73 miles. Surprised they're not yelling at us to put in our descent information yet. While I'd love for a more meaningful update, I'm bracing for a once upon a time in 1550 when I worked for United Airlines. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I'm already planning on getting a PC, waiting to see what 2024 will require. Got you, man. VATSIM. What are we saying about VATSIM? Oh, Will, you're saying you can get VATSIM on PC. Can't get that on Xbox. I agree, yes. Because when I usually fly, I only run Microsoft for better performance, but I've been running Sim2Go Pro at the same time, and now it's not running as smooth, so I was just curious. Yeah, so all of that gets done on the stream PC, Sean. So everything that like Sim2Go Pro, OBS, all that stuff is run on the stream PC, and then that just allows me, it allows the gaming computer to kind of just, to focus on the actual simulator in the game as opposed to doing everything else, right? You'll know immediately, at least in my opinion, you can tell the difference now when somebody is doing a single PC stream versus a dual PC stream, the performance and the visual and the audio is usually much better on a dual PC setup. Also, though, it is a pain in the ass, so you do have to make sure that things are set correctly, right? So, hey, Travis, my man, dropping the $20 donation. Huge enough floaties to you, my man. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you. That is incredibly kind. Guys, could we please show some love and chat for Mr. Travis? Thanks, man. I appreciate you, dude. Blue, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Is this the actual Blue? There's been somebody going around being weird and shit. Okay, it is the actual Blue. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Flight Sim Expo? June? Yeah? You'll be there, right? Hopefully. Be part of the Thrustmaster crew. There was a guy in here last week, Blue. He was coming in under everybody's alias. He came under you. He came under XP, Flight Deck to Sim, V1 Simulations, London Controller. This guy had probably 15 to 20 burner accounts that he was just running through. He was just being an idiot.
The medium
Wild,
bush
man.
comment is a vibe. Thanks for all the content and building this awesome community.
It is a vibe. You could thank Davis for that vibe, to be honest with you, man. If only you could see the DMs that happen between us. Yes, I'll be there, looking forward to it. Hey, my man. Good shit, dude. I'm looking forward to it as well. We'll have to get some dinner, some drinks. It should be a grand time. Thunderstorms in February here in Kentucky. I'm sure there's old weather folklore about that somewhere. True. It's been a real weird, man. Real weird year this year. Thank you again, Travis, for the 20 bones, man. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. All right. It's telling me to enter our descent data now, so we're looking good. Let's throw in some information here. What are we doing? Winds 180 at 6. 180 at 6. Good. Temperature is... Where's our temps? Temps are 8 degrees, 29er, 8 degrees, 29er, 90. And our minimums on the RNAV approach charts, approach RNAV 19 pin. Minimum's 491. We'll go RNP 0.3, so we'll go 550 on the minimums. 550. Good. Cool. Sweet. Cue the video clip in our DM. Oh boy. Pretty sure we get removed off, probably get removed off YouTube if that were to come out. Amazing cruise performance today despite the headwind. It's not too bad. It's like a quartering headwind, right? It's not too bad. It's kind of, I'm sure things are going to change as we start making our right turn. Now, also, if you look at our flight path, I find it's a little bit weird. Usually, as far as I remember, I thought we always flew to the north of JFK. This flight route kind of takes us, maybe it's doing that to avoid all the airspace. That's why it keeps you all the way out here. But I don't ever remember, like I remember usually coming in like over, I didn't know you could right click on things. That's kind of cool. I usually remember like coming in like over top of Philadelphia, or coming over top of BWI, like taking this routing, usually like over top of LaGuardia and down like this. I don't know if this is like the new like routing that they have for this route, but I found it a little bit weird. Now, it could have done this because of the winds as well, right? Could have given us this one. So yeah, it's always taking you over the JFK. Yeah, we've always had, like I said, it always feels like we fly right over top of New York and LaGuardia and stuff like that. But I'm not quite sure why. If you look at Flight Radar 24, they're doing the same thing. Like this is the real flight. Well, this is 1421. But you can see, oh no, they didn't do it. So yeah, that's the usual routing. Who was it that did, you can see it in one of them. I wonder if they did it for weather and it just, yeah, here, this one. You can see this one did it as well. So that's the flight plan path that we're doing, which is weird because on the 21st, which was yesterday they flew the regular routing. I don't know, man. Maybe, was there weather yesterday? Was there weather 2 days ago or something that they were avoiding? Maybe that's what it's doing. and it gave us like the weird routing for weather or something. That one's on SimBrief though, man. I mean, I don't know. Odd. Weird. Must have been for weather. Avoiding something. Or the PAT 7 departure will take you inland. Could have been. Maybe. Yeah. When do you put the barrel or radio minimums? So radio and minimums for a Cat 1, Cat 2 approach. Sorry. Radio minimums for a Cat 3 approach. Barrel minimums for Cat 1, Cat 2. So the only time you use radio minimums is when you're on like an ILS Cat 3. Yeah. Cool to see a rare route. It's definitely different. For sure. Yeah. Definitely different. We'll see what the return flight does. What's the difference between an RNAV and an ILS approach? ILS approach uses like a radio frequency, King Bog, to bring the aircraft down. An RNAV approach goes at certain waypoints at certain altitudes. I think there's an argument that RNAV approaches are more precise because you have waypoints throughout the approach that you actually have to meet altitudes at. I don't know. I'm not a real pilot. I would have figured that an ILS approach would be more, but I've heard that RNAVs are a little bit more precise. And that's why there's so many more RNAV arrivals and departures now. Like, RNAV and arrivals and departures wasn't really a thing, I think, like 10 years ago. It's more of like a new school type thing, you know? Good to see you, Kev. Welcome, man. Hope all's well with you, dude. Could be either due to the weather or whatever JFK runway was in use, because, you know, JFK has crazy vectors for arrivals. True. Yeah, could be. Isn't the Cat 3 ILS the most precise? I think so. I don't know. RNAV is just a modern day ILS with technology instead of physical thing guiding you, is how you explained it to me. That's kind of how it is, yes. Yeah. Our ILS is a precision approach, RNAV is non-precision. Precision. Jesus. There you go, Jacob's doing it. ILS are more precise, ground-based navigation, GPS. Okay, there you go. ILS is still the only precision approach. Got you. Okay. I wonder if they're ever going to make RNAVs like that. What are the stream plans for tonight? We're playing Helldivers. Helldivers 2. The reason why I ask about the electronic flight bag is I cannot wait to fully use my PMGG 737-800 for someone with a disability like me. Makes it a lot easier. There you go, Kelly. Awesome. Wish you all the best with it. It definitely can help out. Definitely can make things a little bit easier, having everything kind of like in the aircraft and set up like this. I understand that, yeah. You can only do an ILS approach in a straight line. RNAV allows you to have curves. True, yeah. Think so, Garnet? Most likely. You play Madden? I don't have Madden. I'm not interested in Madden, man, to be honest with you. Anyone know what update I needed to do? What do you mean? Was there an update today? Other than Airac coming out? Oh, the update for the simulator. Yeah, I don't know what it was for either. I think it was maybe for Airac or something like that. I don't know. Somebody was saying for an Airac or something, but yeah, I did have an update this morning as well. Hey, Gap, what do you think about the Zebo? Is it still flyable? I think so, as far as I know. I wouldn't be necessarily the right one to ask, to be honest with you. Just started our descent here, chat. I wouldn't be the right person to ask, to be honest with you. I haven't flown the Zebo in a very long time. But as far as I'm aware, there's nothing wrong. Chat, anybody still fly X-Plane? Any issues with the Zebo? A little bit of ground spoiler here. We just missed top of descent. That was my fault. I was chatting away. I don't think I've ever alt F4 a game more than Madden. You know how to throw a pass that blinks off a player's helmet. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, EA, in my opinion, EA has lost the plot over the last like 5-6 years with their games. I don't think I've bought an EA game. The last EA game I bought was Battlefield 2042, and, well, we all know how that went. We all know how bad that was, so. RNAVs could be precision. because they are based off nav points. ILS are precision because of the nature of the GPS and guidance systems. There we go. We need NHL. I feel like they're going to have to do it, man. Like I said, I feel like EA's stock is going down big time, especially with all the just terrible releases, man. They lost FIFA, right? They lost the... didn't they lose, like, the branding and the rights to FIFA? So now it's called, like, FC something, FC24 or something. Wasn't the latest one that came out, so... I mean, it's going to happen, man. NHL 24 is frustrating to play, needs some competition. Yeah. A college football game would be dope. Didn't we have that? Didn't they put one out? Yeah, you're not wrong, Strody. You're not wrong, man. Everybody's spending crazy amount of money on these packs and stuff. Typically flying ILS approach, disconnect autopilot at 1,000 feet above the runway and manually land. I assume RNAV would be similar, basically doing the descent path. Yep, absolutely, King Bob. There's really not much different, except, like I said, you won't necessarily, instead of like arming your LS switch, and like, I think on an RNAV you can arm your approach button, and that'll arm the approach, and then it'll give you a vertical and a deviation path, and you basically just want to stay on those paths. I think EA walked away from FIFA more than vice versa. They still have the license for the players and the teams. Interesting. EA is bringing back college football franchise. I just hope that Madden, it's not just a Madden reskin. They say it's not, but I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, it definitely is, but yeah. We'll see, man. We shall see. We definitely need NHL on PC, though. Kind of surprising that NHL is the only one that's not on PC. I would play the hell out of that. If I had NHL, I'd be playing a couple games every night. 100%. GTA 5 for next week? I don't know. A 2K NHL? Pardon me. When's the last time we had a 2K NHL? Do you think the AnyBuilds 350 will come this year? I don't know, man. I do not know. That's a tough one. I don't know enough about the project. If there was anybody that could do it, it would be AnyBuilds, but I'm not quite sure, man. Who knows what else they have in the pipeline and other things, so. What was the turbulence app you used? I think it was one of your previous streams, thanks. MJ, it is called Real Turb Cat. You can put exclamation point RT in chat and look for a Nightbot command. Exclamation point RT. AnyBuilds 350 will be top tier. Well, of course, absolutely. I have full faith in AnyBuilds. There's certain developers out there where I just know AnyBuilds, Fenix, PMDG. You know the products that you're getting are going to be quality products, right? I'm not really concerned about those developers. It's some of the other developers that I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. All I ask for is at least an A321 to just get me through most of the year. It's got to be coming soon, man. I mean, they said it was ready 4 months ago, so I don't know. I don't know, man. But I agree with you. An A321 opens up so many more routes, dude. Like it's incredible how much we can it can open it up for us, you know. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Looking for 300 likes today. We are shooting the RNAV River Visual into DC, one of my favorite approaches. So if you haven't done so, do me a huge solid. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Ordered the Turtle Beach rudder pedals. Seen a lot of reviews, and they look like they are best behind the TPRs. There you go, man. Sweet. Did the IEs ever come out? Nope, we're still waiting, man. We are still waiting. Last full NHL 2K game was 2K10. They made 2K11 a Wii exclusive, weird. Then a mobile version released in 2014 known as NHL 2K. Damn. It's been that long. I remember playing the 2K games back in the day, dude. I remember playing them on like the original Xbox. 2K, 2K2, 2K4 in 2004. I remember playing all those. Gotta believe Fenix is going to drop the Block 2 and all the other aircraft at the same time at this point. I don't know, man. I mean, one would think that that would happen, but I don't know, man. Who's your pick for the Stanley Cup? I don't know, Mike. Somebody asked that earlier. I don't know. I honestly haven't been following all the other teams this year as much as I did last year. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. Hot take, I would almost be okay with the 737 MAX being released as a filler between the NG and the 777. I agree it's still just another 737, but at least it gets more routes and more airlines. Yeah, I'd still like the 777 first, then the MAX, then the 74. I think that that's their plan, and I think that's the best approach to it. Give us the 777, man. Everybody's been waiting for a proper long hauler aircraft. Like, it's been 3.5 years. We're all waiting. And then I don't care what they do, man. Then it's going to be the MAX, and then, you know, everybody will be happy, and we'll have a proper long hauler. Fenix will be out by then, hopefully. Yeah. I'm hoping that Bluebird Sim 75 becomes a premium developer like the ones that you mentioned. I agree with you, Skyworker. Again, if there are certain development groups that I see them being one of them. I see fly-by-wire eventually. As much as I think like the freeware stuff, I really actually see fly-by-wire shifting to a payware model. With the amount of work and the amount of effort that they're putting in on some of these airplanes, I really do think that the future for them is going to be that. So whoever's behind me, you may want to slow down just a little bit. It looks like you're right up on my, you're right there. Right there. I would see if you could slow up just a little bit. Whoever is immediately behind me. I don't know who it was who departed. I know it was another American Airlines, but Bluebird's doing an amazing job. They're really trying to hit next level of the airplane. They are. But, you know, again, we've seen it before, man. We've seen, like, incredibly talented developers just kind of fall short on some things and not being able to do this, not being able to do that, you know? Do you plan on posting a video about your streaming equipment? Not sure if you already posted. Not really, Macor. I mean, everything that I use is in the link in the description down below, or I've got a Nightbot command for it. If you have any questions, I'd be very happy to answer them for you. As far as like streaming setup, it's pretty normal nowadays, man. I mean, I think when you're streaming, you either got one beefy regular PC or you've got a dual PC setup, right? So for the longest time I went with a single PC setup, and last year well, yeah, in early 2023 I built a second PC, a streaming PC with a dedicated capture card, and in my opinion the stream quality went up from there, as somebody that like looks at the streams all the time and stuff. Your American livery is from the Phoenix Manager or FlightSim.to? FlightSim.to critique. Don't you think waiting for the 777 would be less painful if you had the MAX in your collection? Not really, to be honest with you, man. Not really. Hey, whoever's flying behind... Okay, or just casually fly under me going faster. No problem. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. Fat Sim at its finest. I want to fly with Captain Canada today. Proceeds to just do whatever he wants on the VATSIM network. I'll be honest, if the Bluebird 7.5 hits as hard as promised, that will change the game in the same unlimited potential for flight options. Yeah. Fly-by-wire never be payware? Maybe. Yeah, their mission statement is about being a freeware company, though. Maybe. Okay, hold on. Let me word this a little bit better. Maybe what I see happening is potentially some developers moving away from the fly-by-wire or continuing to develop for fly-by-wire, but also maybe starting like a different company and like kind of putting their... I still think like everybody, all the developers deserve to be paid for their time and stuff like that, but yeah. 280 knots, 10,000 feet restriction out in front of me. Are you logging off now because you might be close to the approach? I don't know, dude. We'll see, man. It looked like he broke off and he's... I don't know what's going on. Like I said, man, I don't understand. They're all not in it for the money until they can make some money. Well, like I said, dude, like I've said, in my opinion, and I mean this as best as I can, there's... If you look at the market in Microsoft Flight Simulator, there is an insane amount of airplanes doing some weird things right now. I'm going to maintain 280. We had a restriction right here. It's 280 knots, 10,000 feet. So I'm going to maintain that at deal, or is it at or above? What is it saying? Deal 280 knots, 10,000 feet. So no, I'm going to maintain that. The aircraft was trying to slow down because we'd just gone below 10,000 feet, so the airplane was trying to slow down to 250. But does the Fenix Manager liveries have some FPS issues? No. There's just far nicer ones on FlightSim.to. That's really it. There's still some great liveries. I use some of the liveries on the Fenix Manager video. Every time I fly to DCA via the sim, I always end up on 19, but IRL we get to land on runway 1. I know, man. The developers forgot the names who are making the A320, also partnered up with any builds or are switching from free to payware. Yes. Synaptic Simulations is their name. Yes. Fly-by-wire could be making the money all they wanted. I mean, you know, they could definitely have charged. Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know what the EULA and how that would work with Microsoft. Maybe they couldn't charge for the fly-by-wire 320, but they could definitely charge for the 380 that they're making, because I'm pretty sure that's built completely from the ground up, right? So the 380 that they have, for sure, they could definitely sell that for money. Do we have a crazy headwind? 39 knots. Fly-by-wire have like 300 plus contributors. True, but I think contributors are different than like selling an aircraft for $60 and selling, you know, 10,000 copies of that aircraft at $60. That's a lot of money, man. You know? Can you fly Air Corsica? They fly A320s in Europe. Maybe next time we're in Europe, Eric, I think this week we're going to finish off the week flying the 320. Next week we're most likely going to be back. Next week we're actually most likely going to be in the 737 PMDG, unless we get the IAE releases. We'll see. But yeah. Wish that guy would just make calls if he's not going to maintain the pattern. I don't know what happened there, dude. Like I said, he was like way up behind me. He was all up my ass, and like I said, he's just gonna. My guess is he just wasn't paying attention, or I don't know, man. I feel like some people also don't turn on their TARA, and they just like don't see people that are flying. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like it literally yells at you if you're flying any third-party aircraft. Hell, even the fly-by-wire airplanes will yell at you. You know what I mean? So, have you tried Simbit Worlds of Pilot Life? I have not. No. I fly far too many different airlines and around the world to like stick to like flying one certain airline. It would be a little bit difficult for me. So no, I haven't really done any of that. All right, we'll put it back into managed mode now. We are through deal, so the aircraft should start its descent. There it goes. Through deal, starting its descent, 10,000 feet. We'll get our landing lights on. Wing lights. And we'll ding the cabin. We're ready to go. Do you think we'll get an X-Plane 13? I do, but probably in like 4 or 5 years. Saw the photo of the fly-by-wire sent in the Discord of the EFB. It says May 19th, maybe a hint for release. I saw that as well. People are speculating. I have no clue, man. Honestly, that picture just could have been from May of 2023, right? Who knows, dude? They've been so secretive about this project that none of us really know, man. It's been kind of crazy. Other than like the few leaks that happened last year, I don't know if you guys remember. Somebody posted like a bunch of videos of him flying the 380 around. He said he was like a rogue developer or a rogue whatever. Yeah. New question here, but I have an internal hard drive. Will I be able to install stuff on that and continue playing? So you mean you want to use 2 hard drives for your simulator? Is that what you're saying? So you have the simulator installed on one hard drive, but you want to start putting scenery and stuff on one other one? You can, but you need to sim link the hard drives. If you're unsure how to sim link, it's fairly simple. Just watch some tutorials, you should be able to get it. The May 19th date is just the best sun angle for the lighting, they said. Well, there you go. That could be a thing as well. Can't see them releasing on a Sunday with a server issues that usually follows. I would agree with you. Yeah. Also, is Sunday, all you have to do is do some quick research. When is May 19th this year coming up? May 19th is on a Sunday. I mean, it is on a Sunday this year, so there is some weird things going on there with that. Andrews, yes. That is it right there in front of us. Joint Base Andrews. More buffering? That's so weird. I wonder if it's the YouTube servers today and not like the stream. Because like I am getting weird stuff on YouTube too. Like it's not showing me the analytics that it usually would, and that all that type of information. None of that is coming up. So it's a little bit weird today. I'm wondering, because it's just showing stream health is excellent. It's not having it, but like I'm not getting any view activity, I'm not getting analytics, I'm not getting any of that stuff today. It's really weird. Really, really weird. I'm wondering if it's just on YouTube today and not actually on... It shouldn't have any issues with this bitrate. I'm not getting that message anymore. Like the bitrate message that I was constantly getting. I'm not getting that message anymore, so I don't know, man. AT&T has a massive outage today in the US. Maybe that's what it is then. I feel like there's weird stuff server side going on, not on my side. It's almost like server side. YouTube's been dog shit for me lately. There's an issue with the cellular provider and internet providers in the US. That could be it then. Because yeah, everything's green on my end. Like I said, even everything's green. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to pinpoint stuff when everything is saying that it's okay on my end. Do you know what I mean? Other than having the issues, it was doing that like every 5-10 minutes. So it's because YouTube is in a fight with ad block. Say a little prayer, Captain, exorcist the dark forces of YouTube of the web. Yeah. Good luck fighting YouTube. Right. YouTube owns everything. Because some people are saying they're not having any issues with it, like buffering and doing stuff. I don't know. It's kind of weird, like I said. Some people are having issues, some people aren't having issues. We need to be at Fergie 3,000 feet, and we want to basically be almost configured 210 knots by Fergie, and getting ready to ditch some flaps and stuff. Had a few outages this morning, my home internet and mobile as well, AT&T, very weird. Is this a return flight? This is the first flight. We are doing the return though. We will be doing the return here. We're taking this down to 3,000 feet, continuing on the descent. I believe this is downtown here, kind of-ish, or is this a different city? Probably a different city. You have a V1 stream pulled up as well, and I'm getting some buffers, so it's YouTube. Okay, gotcha. Mob Style, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome, 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 man. Hope you enjoy your stay here. What's the second stream tonight? We're doing some Helldivers. Who here has been playing Helldivers? YouTube getting real comfortable with these double ads where you can't skip. Ooh. That's on the creator, I think, because the creator is the one that can choose if it's skippable ads or non-skippable ads. I have both selected. I have skippable and non-skippable ads. Yeah. Cap's like, busted. Well, no. What's the mandatory update in Microsoft? I'm not sure. Everybody had it this morning. I thought it was the world update, but it's apparently not. I don't know. Do I have landing rate monitor open for you guys? I do. Okay, good. All of that's there. That's good. Oh boy, I wish I was able to convince my friends to play some Helldivers. Dude, it is so much fun. Like, I've been having a blast. Yeah. Felix, huge enough floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your business class subscription. appreciate you, man. Welcome back. Huge no floaties. Thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nav data update for Microsoft. I mean, I know that there's a nav data update. I didn't know if it was for Microsoft or not, though. I know that the AirAC came out for Navigraph, but yeah. Explain It never played? Oh, dude, it's like a space. How do you explain it? You're a character. It's in the future, and like resources are like precious, and you like travel to these different planets and worlds, and you basically fight like these crazy bugs, or you fight like these like robot things. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I didn't think I would like it. Originally, I said no. My friend sent me the thing, and I was just like, it's not really my type of game, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not one for like lasers and like shooting these like fictional stuff, dude. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. Sounds exactly like Deep Rock Galactic. You spread democracy and freedom to bugs and robots. There you go. Democracy. Cap, do you see the Caribbean update? Should we like to put Can over the weekend? That'd be fun. Yeah. All right. We need to take this down now. We can go to 1,000 feet, and we're going to arm approach, right? I think that's what it is. Approach nav armed, right? I think. And then we should descend. Okay, there's the deviation path, and I'm going to punch altitude constraint 3,000 feet. Good. Okay. Speed's coming back to 190. Good. As soon as deviation path comes alive, we're going to start setting everything up and go even slower here. Is it multiplayer? It's 4-player co-op. So not like multiplayer, not like an MMO, but it's 4-player co-op. Friendly fire is on, so it makes some hilarious shit that happens. You have like your spaceship that like hovers above you when you're in orbit, and it can like shoot down these crazy like airstrikes and missiles and stuff, and it's pretty fucking wild, man. Like I said, you'll see tonight. We are going to play it. It's pretty crazy, man. It's hella fun. I've been having an absolute blast. I got it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and I have almost 12 hours already. I've owned the game for like 48 hours. Just over 48 hours. And I have 12 hours already into it, so it's crazy. We play with some viewers, probably play with some friends tonight, but it is a game that I'd love to eventually end up playing with like some viewers and stuff like that. I don't know who will be playing tonight. I know that a couple buddies will be on, but yeah. The stream will be at 7:30 p.m. tonight, 7:30 p.m. We'll get it, but I'm broke, drop 400 on a 7800 X3D. No worries, man. No worries at all. All right, we're going to go gear down. Speed 180. Flaps 2. Speed down to 170. Okay, we're good. Sounds are coming up. Let's go. Do you plan Ultra graphics? High-end graphics with clouds on Ultra. Remember, chat, if you are enjoying this, there's over 350 people watching. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Show the channel some love, guys, if you are enjoying the content. Let's go final approach speed. Flaps 3. There's our descent path coming in now. And 160 knots. We'll go flaps full. Fully configured. DC traffic, American 2159. Visual approach runway 19, road vision. What do you use for camera shake? FS Realistic is the main one that I use. FS Realistic. All right, friends, I'm going to fly it from here. I'll have hand flying this approach. So we're fully configured, 2,500 feet. Let's go ahead and get our lights. Sweet. Let's go. My airplane. Wonderful. And I'm going to use the deviation path here. We're going to use our lateral and vertical deviations to fly ourselves down and in. A little bit of like rainy weather. Not too bad. Basically just following the river, as you can see. I think this is the Potomac River. Basically follow the river all the way in. It's such a badass approach, dude. I remember the first time I saw a video on this approach, and I was just like, nah, there's no way that this is real. It was by I forget the guy's name, dude. It was a YouTuber that I used to watch back in the day. I can't remember his name. I remember watching the approach and just being literally amazed. All right, landing checklist. Gear down 3 green. Flaps are full. Ground spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set. Cabin is ready. Signs are on. Oh, baby. We're basically going to be visual from here as we are essentially just following the river. We are using our deviation path here to just make sure that we stay on altitude. But other than that, we're just following the river. Yeah, guys, it's obviously on YouTube's end for the buffers, so it's okay. There's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can do for the buffer. It's obviously on YouTube's end. Alright, that wind is pretty gnarly right now. We're going to start that left turn. We want to hug, so we start our right turn. We want to hug the left side of the river here and actually kill the flight directors. We want a visual approach from here. We want to hug the left side of the river here. DC drop American 2159 short, final runway 190. Call them up, let them know. Look at the views out here, chat. Beautiful. Right, we gotta land an airplane though. That's so cool, dude. Imagine being able to shoot this approach in real life. It'd just be incredible, man.
Minimum.
Continue. As soon as that bridge goes at our nose, we'll make our right turn. There she goes. Right turn. Hold it.
400.
Up. The wind's going to take us off just a little bit, but we should be fine. We'll correct, no problem. Just dealing with the wind. You can hear the aircraft. Keep that nose down. Ooh, it's ballooned us big time. We're fine. It's okay.
200. 100. 50. 30, 20, retard. 5.
Ooh, she's floaty. Nose down gently, reversers are out. Decelerating. Man, that wind, holy shit. Knots, reverser stowed, auto brake off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to DC. Not our best visual approach for sure. Not our best. Not our worst. The wind was definitely playing some factors on that one. Kind of ballooned us coming out of that turn. Made a pretty aggressive right turn as well. But not bad. A little bit floaty in the touchdown zone. 130 foot per minute. But, yeah. Not too bad. 4 red, 4 white? Nah, we didn't do that. Definitely not our smoothest approach. That wind was... Considering the winds were supposed to be 180 at 6, I do not think that that was the actual winds. 180 at 6 were the winds. I don't know about that one. Last I looked down, I saw 17 knots on short final. But yeah, whatever, dude. We got it down. Touchdown zone, perfectly fine. Not the best, not the worst. That is for sure. Let's clean up our ground spoilers, clean up our flaps. I usually cut the power to about 30 feet in this aircraft. You can see somebody else is coming in on the approach now as well. Could have made that turn maybe a little bit. I should have factored in there was a little bit of a quartering cross when we made our final turn. That's what made that a little bit more aggressive on the turn, but he's coming in on the approach right now. Looking good. He's down. Nice. EP master start switch on. Landing lights are off. Nose light over to taxi. Runway turnoffs off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. Chrono is off as well. 1 hour and 18 minutes because of that flight plan. So I'd be curious to see what the flight plan is for the way back and how it's going to be. We'll go EPU start switch on, and we are looking to park up here. Where are we looking to go? We're looking to go up here to Delta Concourse D, Delta 44 if possible. I think that's where the real one parked. Delta 44. GSX, Delta 44, no, American, what? It's gonna be right on the corner up here. Got somebody else on final now as well, too. See somebody out here on final. Not a bad flight. Not a bad approach. Yeah, the double pappy lights, I always thought that it was the scenery that was causing that, but it's because it's the pappy lights for the other one. This airport's so weird with the way that it's designed, like this runway 15. I don't think I've ever seen anybody land on runway 15, but I have seen people depart out of runway 15. I think this is where we're going in. Should probably check on that. This is where we're going in. Yes, beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill the nose lights. EPU bleed is on. Good. Get ourselves into Delta 44. Right on the side here. Is this a payware airport? It is. Yes, Drzecki design. It doesn't run very well. I will say that. Performance is a little bit suspicious. We're getting 45 FPS with frame gen. Without frame gen, I would be getting 22 FPS, which is borderline unflyable in my opinion. Why are there double pappy lights? Because of the runways. The runways intersect like that. So there's a pappy light for runway 15, and then there's pappy lights for runway 19 as well. Do you recommend this scenery? If you got a beefy PC that can handle it, I do. If you're somebody that struggles on performance on a regular day, I can't really say that it's worth it. I believe there's a handcrafted default DC as well, but yeah. AFK auto kick update for hell divers. AFK auto kick update for hell divers. Oh, so people don't just sit in lobbies, Bob? Is that what you're saying? I mean, hopefully that'll help with the servers, and not just having people sit in servers all day long and not play them. So it could be a good thing. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Red beacon light is off. Seatbelt sign is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Washington, D.C. Let's request deboarding. There we have it. Beautiful first flight, my friends. I'm going to stop our block time here. I'm going to give us like an extra minute. Actually, whatever. We can stop the block time now. It's fine. 1 hour and 27 minutes on the block time. 1 hour and 18 minutes on the flight time. So beautiful flight chat. Absolutely perfect for the first flight of the day. There's our aircraft. I find this livery, though, like, when you look at it in the shade, it looks far too gray. Even in the sun, it looks like... See how that looks like that? I don't know. I don't know if I like this livery. Somebody was saying this is how it actually looks. It's like that off-white kind of color, that grayish kind of... It almost looks blue. Like, especially like when you're out in the shade like that. Looks a little bit weird. This payware is so accurate. It is great scenery. Yeah, it is great scenery. I don't have anything against the scenery. For me, it's just the performance. It's not very good. Not very good at all. All right, cool. Let's get some tunes going, and we'll go ahead and get our next flight planned and set up. Tunes coming on. Give me a quick second to plan our next flight for the return flight. The return flight's going to be a little bit shorter because we should have that quartering tailwind kind of pushing us along. And I don't think we're going to be taking, the routing shouldn't take us all the way out to the water again. So we'll see how it goes. New flight. KDCA to KBoss, good. Let's go A320. Yeah, our routing is much more, it's going to take us right over top of New York. So definitely a much shorter routing, which is nice. It's given us 2-2 left for the arrival. The winds in Boston right now are showing 130 at 8. What options do we have in Boston? Can we take a different runway? We could take runway 27. That doesn't make very much sense. We could take runway 15 right. Isn't there a cool Boston charts? Isn't there a cool approach into 15 right? I thought there was a like an RNAV 15 right. It's not a cool approach. I thought there was a cooler approach. We could land 15 right into Boston. I don't think there's any ATC in Boston right now. This would be our opportunity to land 15. Maybe we'll do that. We'll try that. Let's see what it does. 15 right into Boston. I don't think I've ever landed 15 right into Boston. So we'll plan for that. All right, cool. We'll generate our flight plan. We'll get that fired off. You've got 15 left. Let me change my airplane quickly. I don't think we're making 15 left. 2,500 feet. We're going to end up in the water. We're in the Hudson. Okay, that's done. That's good. That's good. Sweet. Let me fire off our flight plan here so we can get this all set up. Relog into the network under our new call sign. Is sim update 15 out? No, not yet. Not yet that I've seen. Yeah, even the VATSIM servers are, like, even to file your flight plan, the VATSIM servers are down right now. I think there's just some real shitty internet all around right now. Set autobrake max, good to go? Yeah, right. I mean, maybe if we were flying like the Captain Sim or something that is just non-realistic at all. I don't know if this one would do it, man. I don't know if this one would do it. Yeah, I can't, I'm getting bad gateway timeout, so I don't know how that's going to work for VATSIM and filing flight plans, but okay, let me come over here, finish our flight. Good. All right. All right, new flight plan, new call sign is up top as well. Got an auto ATC message again, good. Cool. Servers were down last night too, very weird. Yeah, very weird. It's weird internet issues going on today, man. Very weird. All right, let's jump back inside the aircraft. We'll get this bad boy programmed. Your performance is brutal at this airport. I forgot how bad the performance was at this airport. We'll dismiss that. Let's go back to our Fenix tab here. Let's go to our My Flight. Sorry, we'll go and import next flight. Good. Should head us over from DC back to Boston. 31 minutes on the turn should be just enough time. Go to our Mass and Balance tab here today. We're going to go ahead and it's only got 129 passengers on the return flight. Really? Fuck it. We'll send it, chat. Only 129. Load aircraft. We're going to go instant. Good. Dismiss. I thought for sure we would have had more people. It's kind of fun sometimes to not take a full airplane and see the difference. The airplane flies quite different than when you fly with a fully loaded aircraft. So it's kind of fun to sometimes take out some passengers, make it a little bit more realistic, right? It's probably realistic in an afternoon flight, not filling up the aircraft completely. I dig it. I like it. Let's leave that like that. What a great flight down to DC. Thoroughly enjoyed the views. Had my time set to sunset. Ooh, nice, man. Very cool. Worse than JFK. I feel like it's right around there. Right around there. All right, let's do our init request. We'll populate some information. Call sign on the way back. 2134. Throw that up into there. DC back to Boston. Beautiful. Let's go to our init B page. We'll plug in some of this information down here. So 0 fuel weight is going to be 56.4. 56.4 slash, I should have grabbed the other one. Oops. 56.4 slash. Zero fuel weight CG is 30.2. Good. And our fuel for the return flight, we're just going to call that 6. By the time we push ourselves back, that's what it'll be at. Good. Let's go to our flight plan. DC departures, planning runway 19. We're going to be on the Suki 5 departure. Suki 5, there it is there, beautiful. With the Swan transition, yes, insert that, beautiful. And then into Boston, arrivals, like I said, we'll plan ILS 15 right, and we're going to be on the Roebuck 3 arrival. There it is. We'll plan, I believe it's JFK as our transition, and our approach via, if we look at our approaches today, let me go to flights, unload, import, sim brief, this one, good. The Roebuck takes us all the way down to, wait, it's this one, the Roebuck on this one. Oh, it's actually kind of cool. It takes us that one. TK Man. Is TK Man an option? It's not. Then let me go to Boston, approach, 15 right from Adams, I guess is where we'd want it. We don't want to take it yet. We'll take it via Adams. All right. Is that after Sam Adams? And we'll insert that. Beautiful. All right, cool. That is the plan. We'll see what we're going to do. Again, ATC might jump online and we may have to do something completely different, but the reason we're taking that is the winds in Boston right now showing 120 at 10 knots. So much more favoring runway 15 if possible. And we could technically as well go for a crazy crosswind landing and run on runway 4. That would be the other option. So we'll see. If we get ATC, they're probably going to try and land us on runway 4. We can always request, as I showed you guys yesterday as well, or not yesterday, yes, Tuesday. You can always request an arrival as well. Don't have to always be worried about that. Okay. Back to our NITREF initial cost index will be 5. We're looking for a cruise level on the way back of, what do they have us up to? 39,000 feet. That, all right, let's put it in 39,000. I don't know if we're going to reach that, but yeah, I was just going to say that's definitely above our max cruise level. 370. I think SimBrief is out to lunch today. 370 on the return flight. That should be fine. Let's go to our performance page. We'll grab some numbers back over here. Let's go to our departure performance. Also, they are done deboarding, so let me restart the Kutal script here. Restart Kutal, good. DC departing runway 19, surface conditions dry, flaps 1, sync load sheet, sync live weather. That is all fine, calculate that. 31, 35, 35, 131, 135, 135. Good. And flaps 1/down 0.0 and 61. 1/down 0.0 and 61 on the flex temp. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. That looks great. I'm happy with that. Let's go to our company messages. We're going to have a couple company messages here as well. We'll go to our MICDO menu. They're landing 22 right. Sure. No problem. Go to our, MICDO menu, ATSU menu, go to the AOC menu. Good. DC to Boston is full the rest of the day today. That is the last flight of the day. Yes, then we are live again this evening as well. Arrival message, good. Preliminary load sheet, accept, good. Finalized load sheet, 129 plus 4. 129? 129 plus 4 passengers today. So that's good. Let's go to GSX. We'll do SimBrief, okay. Good. And then we'll go ahead and request boarding. Good. American Airlines. Good. Cool. Sweet. Looking good, my friends. And we'll jump back out, watch the boarding process. Beautiful. Guys, can you give me a couple minutes? I'm just going to slam a bowl of... I didn't have breakfast this morning. Wasn't too hungry, but now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm starving. Bear with me here for a couple minutes. Enjoy the tunes. Enjoy the boarding process. I will be right back.
Washington traffic, AC 582, push and start, Bravo 15 to Washington.
Washington National, Delta 2683, start and push Bravo 18.
Washington DCA traffic, pre-kill spot 4378, Delta 35, push and start.
It's really weird. I've been having that bug more and more recently with the textures bleeding through with DX12. I haven't had that in such a long time, but now recently it seems to be happening all the time. Minty, what's up, man? Good to see you. Beyblade, good to see you as well. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday afternoon. Sitsky's good to see you as well, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Captain, I'm taking off the Fenix. Seems like I really have to pull back on the joystick to raise up the nose on takeoff. And even turns, it seems like it's extremely hard to maneuver. What are your sensitivities set to, Diamond Mike? Might have to play with your sensitivities and your reactivity a little bit. Try turning your reactivity up.
National traffic worker 2978, 5 miles inbound.
Hey, Cap, just a quick question. Nightbot powered by AI? I don't think so, no. Nightbot's been around for like 10 years, man. Nightbot's been there forever. It's just server side, to be honest with you, with Nightbot. There's an update. The FrameJam mod had an issue and it did the update. Pardon me. Seems to have solved it. I'm on 0.90 of the FrameJam mod. Is there like 1.0 released or 0.9.1 or something? Is it a tool provided by YouTube? No, anybody can use Nightbot. Like if you stream on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, you can use Nightbot. Minus 30 on the sensitivities and 29 dead zone reactivity is at 100%. Weird. Maybe bump them up. Maybe bump up some of the sensitivities. Maybe they'll work better for you. Cap, in your opinion, what's the good foot per minute landing rate in an Airbus in the sim? Anything under 300 feet per minute, man, I think would be considered a great average everyday landing. Once you start getting above like the 275, 300, 350s, that's when you start getting a little bit in there. So looks like 0.90 is the most recent. Yeah, that's the one that I'm on. So that was updated quite a while ago.
Anybody else having trouble filing a flight plan?
Yes, we just got the gateway timeout error too.
Thank you very much.
He's having issues as well. He is having issues. Cool. We're almost done. Almost fully boarded. 19 passengers left to board. So let that happen. Make sure everything's done up here for us. Let's go to overhead. Everything's good there. I'm going to bug up altitude. I don't know why it's got that in there. I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so we're going to go flight director on my side. Good. We're going to go altitude. What is the departing altitude on the Suki 5 departure? It is top altitude's 5,000 feet once again, so we'll bug up 5,000. We'll worry about the rest afterwards. Bleed system's good. Everything's good. Cool. Almost ready to go. Just greasing in Phoenix, 99 foot per minute. Nice, dude. Very nice.
Kilo giving way to the belt, south crossing from right to left.
Looking good, my friends.
National traffic worker 2978, we're clear about 19er, taxiing to the terminal.
Alrighty, boarding has been completed, friends. Beacon light comes on, seatbelt signs come on. Let's go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Okay, would you agree that the DC photogrammetry is lacking a little bit compared to others? I would agree with you. Yeah. Probably for reasons we know, right? So, I don't know if it's anything that we can solve, but the song's about to come to an end here, chat. Captain, you agree that DC photogrammetry is... sorry, I got that one, my bad. Oh my. There's a levitating A320. Oh, boing. Parents are taking me to Toulouse, France in May for an Airbus factory tour. Hey, Ben. Awesome, man. That's really cool. Enjoy that. Hope one day we get to flight sim with full world photogrammetry. Problem is, Will, is satellite imagery and stuff like that in other parts of the world are a little bit lacking, right? On paper, I think it, obviously, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I just don't think we'll ever get, you know, there's just some countries, man, where it's just not accessible, you know what I mean? But I know what you mean. Hopefully 2024 takes it to a whole different level, you know?
National Traffic Gateway 201 pushing back Concord D.
Alright, should be pushing us back here. I want to push back into getting crazy bleed through textures. I mean, look at that. It's usually never this bad. Like, this is kind of crazy. It's usually never this bad, but this is pretty wild. We're going to go nose left, tail right. Sure. Come down here. I don't know why. Again, this is connected. Download size, 10.3 terabytes. Probably bad. Ground services, remove the GP. Shouldn't have done that. Hopefully, no problem. Park brake off. Alright, start at will. Good. Engine mode selector to the start position. And we should be good. Not going to run into anybody. Okay, good. And let's go ahead and spool up engine number 2. This DCA happened to me yesterday. It's it's been happening quite a bit to me, honestly, recently, man. I've been having a lot of issues with the bleed through textures. Good to know as people have issues with the DC scenery. Okay, so maybe it is some airports then. I wonder if it's some like the older airports that are causing issues. Feels like the sim became worse over the last couple updates. Performance has definitely gone to shit. I will agree with you on that one. Performance is almost... I don't even know what to call it, to be honest with you, at this point, man. Especially with the last sim update that happened before Christmas, sim update 14 or whatever, that's when I really noticed things kind of going south.
Set parking brakes.
Well, that was a straight pushback. It didn't really turn us or do anything there, so. What plane are we flying? This is an Airbus A320. Introduce fuel number 1. Introduce fuel. Start lever engine 1. We don't have to introduce anything.
National Traffic, AC 582, lining up 19.
Most of the beta testers are saying that the updates, the beta is getting a lot better performance. I had somebody in here saying that the textures are still bleeding through like crazy for them, so I don't know. I do agree. A year ago I was averaging like 50 FPS and now I average like 50. Dude, if you're not using frame gen, I mean this, and I totally mean this. If I wasn't able to use this frame gen mod, I don't know if the simulator would be flyable. I wholeheartedly mean that. At least the way that I have it. I mean, I've been getting like, you know, 22, 19 FPS way too much. I don't know why. But, yeah. Haven't had this frames bad frames till release. Wouldn't be able to fly again without frame gen. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it would just be... It'd be non-existent, to be honest with you. It would just be impossible. So those are not PAPI lights, they are VASI lights. They are simulated incorrectly in the scenery. Probably because they can't do VASI lights, right? Just finished a 3-hour and 5-minute flight from MSP to Seattle a little while ago. Nice, very cool, mate. Sounds like a great flight. All right, let's go flaps 1. Engine mode selector to the normal position. Ground spoilers armed. Predictive wind shear system is on and auto. Auto brakes over to max RTO. They didn't make a... Weird. It's not making a noise like it should. Upstairs, APU's off. APU bleed is off. Are these not... Okay, they are. It's weird. It wasn't like making a noise at the beginning.
American 2130 crossing runway 15.
Okay, now everything's making noises. Let's release our park brake. Turn the aircraft to the right.
National Traffic Gateway 201, testing taxi,
Flew Miami to JFK earlier, debating if I should do American 1 JFK to LAX, 6 hour and 40-minute flight time. Oof. That headwind, dude, you're going to get destroyed by that headwind. Grabbing my tater tots, we do block time. Yes. We did. I need you here every time, Sid Famous. That's it. We've learned. I cannot be trusted with this. Taxi lights on. I cannot be trusted. It says you have 40 FPS. When you pan around, it looks like you have 25. Yeah. Well, it's from the frame gen, right? Evans are bad up to JFK, 103 knots at flight level 290. Oof. Those are nasty.
Breakout 4378, line up runway 19, national traffic.
I think some of it has to do with the actual like DC scenery as well. Because when I look this way, I get terrible performance. But if we turn the camera and we face that way, I usually get much better performance departing on Honorary 19. So, do you have any issue with DX12 with the ground textures? Yes. Ground textures are bleeding through like crazy sometimes. Yeah. I've noticed it quite a bit actually over the last couple of streams. I've noticed they've been pretty bad. We'll do our takeoff config test. Good. First flight I had IRL was Frankfurt to Atlanta. Should have been 9 hours, but it was almost 11. Oof. Yeah, that would be a long one, dude. That's a long day, man. I mean, sure, if you're sitting up in business class, could probably deal with that, right? Nice little pod, just lay down, take it all in, but yeah. Does GSX Pro affect performance? Not that I've noticed. Mainly because GSX Pro isn't running while you're flying or doing anything like that, right? You may lose a couple frames because it's like making all the ground handling stuff, but for the most part, I haven't really noticed any when like flying. He's at an Embraer. That's a baby little Embraer. What's that, a 175? 170? It's probably a 170 actually. Oh, hopping along. What the fuck is going on with this chat?
Reagan traffic, American 2130, lining up runway 19, Reagan.
You're in economy. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. Look at the clouds over there, though. Like, look at that wall. I was kind of over here when we were arriving. It's a little bit weird. Taking off to a beat. Something's going on. Something's going on. Get ourselves in queue here. Wish I made an E145 for Microsoft. I think somebody will make one, Aiden. I think over the next couple of years, you're going to start to see a little bit some more of the niche airplanes. I think somebody will end up doing like a CRJ 200. We'll probably get an Embraer 145. We'll probably get some other airplanes. Q400 is coming that we know about. We've already got the ATR. We've got a 319 and a 321 coming as well. We've got the Max coming. We got the A220 coming. I mean, all of these little, like, kind of like regional, so much coming, man. We got a big update coming for the CRJ as well, which hopefully should be coming out sooner than later. Massive update to the CRJ, the 700, the 900, the 550, the 1000. Using default sounds, I am, yeah. Yeah, Captain RW, sometimes when the servers are down and doing weird stuff, yeah. Where can you follow the Q400 development? I don't think you can. I don't think you can, Evish and Mike. Unless, like, Majestic has a forum or a Discord somewhere that I don't know of. Flew from London to Charlotte, then to Orlando. Really feeling sick. Little did I know I had COVID. Oh. Where did you hear that Aerosoft is updating the CRJ? From Hans Hartmann, the developer of the aircraft. Hans Hartmann. DC traffic, American 2134, lining up runway 19, DC. Don't see anybody on approach. Should be good. Let's line ourselves up. No weed vaping today? No, we are. Landing lights on, runway turnoffs, strobe lights, wing lights, nose lights.
Traffic, American 2125, direct direct zone 600 feet, final curved approach, RMP, runway 19.
Howdy, coming traffic to DCA, American 2134, we'll hold short for you for runway 19.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right, we'll hold short for him because we're going to have to hold for a little bit. We just had a departure out. There's no way we can depart right away. So he's at Darek. He should be out here somewhere. He should be down within about 2 minutes. That'll be good separation. There's no need for me to line up right now and then have to wait. That aircraft just departed. We're going to the same place. There's no need for me to get right up on his ass. So we will sit and we will patiently wait for the aircraft coming in. I agree, Aiden. I'm very excited as well, man. I am very excited as well, my man. Do you have a FSDT code? What do you mean, Caden? Like a coupon code or something? I don't think so. No, I could reach out to them and see, but yeah. All right, he's Darek 3000. He's somewhere in those clouds. Can't really see him yet. He's actually probably more down like over here. Ah, there he is. I just saw him right there. So we're gonna wait for him. Allows us to look at the DC, yeah. Ta-da! I wish the buildings in DC were done a little bit more. These just look like generic apartment buildings, do you know what I mean? And maybe that's why the performance is lacking a little bit at this airport, but it just seems like generic, like, I don't know. These actually look probably a little bit better, but the ones across the way, they just look like generic, like, buildings, you know? Like there's nothing, like, that's just like generic default. Belgium flight sim pilot, 20 months. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is counting down till FS weekend in the Netherlands. Very cool, man. Huge no floaties to you, and thank you again for your support. 20 months, 4 months away from your 2-year badge, my friend. Huge no floaties, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There he is, Chad. Now, could we have lined up on the runway and taken off? Maybe, but probably, like I said, for us, with the same aircraft going to the same airport, separation is key, right? So there's no issues there. These buildings look like you're flying in the Soviet Union. There's something, that's what I mean, like they're very like default generic. I think they come with part of the scenery, because with the scenery you get like all of like the downtown DC, like the Oval Office and like all those things. It's all included with the scenery. He got a bit late to the party, but just got here, still working on the make do. Nice, Jake.
2125 is over the British, short final curve approach, RNC, runway 19, FS21 cool approach.
Is this your first time flying it?
Yeah, I've never done this before. I've always done the other end.
Ah, man, it is one of the best approaches around here, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's difficult to fly on the sightseeing.
It's coming in nicely. There he is, lining up with the runway. Oh, baby. Belgium Flights and Pilot, thank you for gifting a member to the channel as well. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. Really do appreciate it. Oh, baby. Look at him coming in. Wonderful. DC Traffic America 2134 lining up behind the arriving aircraft. DC. American, he is down over the numbers. 1,000 footers. Boom. Nice landing, dude. That was nice. Sweet. Jay, my man, dropping the $10 donation as well. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. I appreciate you. It's not included. DD is a separate DC landmark scenery pack. Ah. I wonder if that's why it's affecting performance, though, Kev.
American 2125, they came right on mic, thanks for your patience, Jim.
I wonder if that's what affects the performance. Right. DC Traffic America 2134 departing runway 19, DC. sure he is off the runway, which he is. Beautiful. You guys ready? Let's just keep this rolling. Let's punch it out of here. Let's go flying, friends. Throttle's up to about 40%. Good. Chrono's on. Good. Let's go. Man flex 61 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. 100 knots. We're neutral.
Just catching the takeoff real quick, Captain, before I lay down. Sorry if I missed the
V1.
landing.
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Holy bumpy. Jay, my man, huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, man. Throttles to climb. Nose down, gain some speed. I'm going to replay that donation, Jay. Just give me a sec, man.
Gateway 01, departure south, runway 19.
Congratulations, Captain Member, for 5 years, 8 months, 5 days. Wow, seems like yesterday.
Holy God saying, wow. That's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for the $5 donation as well. I have not seen you in a hot minute, my friend. Good to see you, dude. 37,000 feet. I'm going to bug that up. There we go. Beautiful. Going to make our first left turn out, and then I'll hand it over to autopilot. Thank you very much, God Thing. I appreciate you, man. Jay Stevens, thank you as well for that $10 dono. Let's go flaps clean. Thank you, gentlemen, for the support. Truly do appreciate it, man. Both of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God Thing. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you, dude. Very bumpy today. Probably to do with these clouds out in front of us like this. Let's go autopilot 1 on. Bring you guys up into the flight deck. Bring some of these sounds down a little bit, and then we can take a look at some beautiful wing views here coming across. Some weird texturing going on. Yeah, I agree with you about the DC area and the ortho and stuff. It's like weird. It has this weird green like tinge to it as well. Very, very weird. Jay, thank you again for the $10. So just catch and take off real quick, Cap, before I lay down. Sorry, I missed the landing. No worries, Jay. No worries at all, dude. I know you got a busy life, man. Work comes first, dude. Thank you. Appreciate the support, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. I hope you have a great rest, great sleep, and a good start into your evening, man. Ground spoilers disarmed. Runway turn-off lights coming off. Nose lights coming off. Wing lights are going off. Beautiful. Cap, you ever got your side stick stuck down to your desk? Mine moves all over the place. I have a mouse pad. I have it on a mouse pad, and I find it's really, again though, man, like when you're flying like an Airbus, you don't need to make these crazy motions, right? Just be super smooth with the side stick, man, and you shouldn't have any issues. But mine doesn't sit on my desk. It actually sits on a mouse pad, and I find that it actually feels pretty good, and it doesn't move anywhere, you know? Nasty cloud out there in front of us. Might get up and above it before, we'll see. There's acceleration, 10,000 feet. Landing light can go off. Beautiful. And I'm obviously leaving the seatbelt sign on for a second because we've got some nasty clouds up there in front of us. +8 May want to get some anti-ice on, but we should be okay. Coming up to climb profile, climb power, climb speed. Thunderstorms north of DC. Yeah, we were looking at them earlier on the flight map. We had the weather on. That's, I guess, what we're looking at right there. Probably want to stay off to that, but looks like we're just skirting alongside of it, so we should be good. That's probably what we're seeing right there in front of us. That's probably this whole section here, but it looks like we might be just coming just up to it above it, so we should be good. How's the weather in Canada, Cap? Feels like spring? It does. Yeah, it's really weird, man. Really weird. It feels like spring 100%. 100%. It's like 5 or 6 degrees today. Maybe turn more right with heading to avoid it. Oh, we should be good, man. We should be good. Again, we don't have any weather radar in the sim, unfortunately, but, I mean, looking at this, I think we're fine. It's trending towards Baltimore, so we should be good. We're making a right turn from Suki, and then we're kind of going across, and we should be up and above this band as well here. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. 7 degrees right now. There you go. You have a buddy up in Whistler. He says it's going to snow all day today. I mean, that's good for those up in Whistler, right? You're in Whistler for a reason, that's for sure. +4, we're going to get some engine anti-ice coming into these clouds here. Just don't want to get any icing on the engines. And I'm sure over our virtual aircraft will handle the virtual storm, and our virtual passengers will be virtually okay. Forgot the end, Jason, about how we'll all virtually be okay. I would tend to believe you. Yes, correct. It is fun, though. I do agree with some people. I think it's fun, like, when you actually pick up a storm, like, on your, you know, and you can actually see a storm. I think it's fun. You know what I mean? I think it's, I don't mind, like, deviating for storms and for weather and simulating that. No problem at all. I don't think, like I said, just looking at the radar, though, I don't think this is clouds fly through, planes fly through clouds all the time. Just judging by the weather, I just felt we were okay. We didn't have to do that. I hope this all stays down to the, I hope all of this stays down south of me. Like, look where I am. All of this is here. It's, like, beautiful sunny outside today, but if you go just down here, it's pretty nasty. Like, this is nasty. Over Kentucky and stuff right now, right over top of Indiana. Oof. I think we're not flying there today. Who do we got? New York Center. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Mr. Maximilian. 125 325. Ready for the most professional ATC you're ever going to hear? Let's go. Night landing in Madeira, runway 5. Ooh, that could be spicy. 125 325.
No.
This guy win. New York Center, good afternoon, American 2134. Flight level 200, climbing 370. We're having an issue filing our flight plan. Hopefully it's not an issue on your side.
American 2134, New York Center, roger, advised. The possible pilot mutation advisory to copy a phone number.
Ready to copy.
American 2134, New York Center, how you doing, Kyle? Radar contact, flight level 200. Batson is unfortunately down today with filing flight plans, so it's all good. Welcome aboard, how you doing?
Position checks, we were doing well, man. Hope you're doing well as well. It's weird about the servers.
Yeah, it's weird, I don't know.
Nice.
New York Center, Delta 8.
Got a phone number for you to call. Alright, we're through the clouds. Engine anti-ice can come off. See, there we go.
Continue tact.
Nice. Nice weather.
New York Center, hello. Cross 31 right at Echo, continue full length 22 right. Let me know when you're ready to pick up your IFR clearance to sunny Fort Lauderdale.
Frontier flight 3990 is up 5,000 feet.
Frontier flight 3990, New York, hello. Squawk 4605, please.
Squawking 4605, Frontier flight 3990.
Always a good time with Mr. Max. By the way, Citation Max will be at Flight Sim Expo
3990,
down in Las Vegas. So if you would like to meet Mr. Max, say hello to him, get a handshake,
what was your final cruise
get a
altitude
picture. We're looking at flight level 370 for American 2134.
All right, American 2134, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Continue to climb to 370. Thanks, American 2134.
American 2130, I see 37 for you, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Roger that, climb and maintain flight level 370, American 2130.
Isn't he paying the tab? Oh yeah, shit.
3990.
That's right, I forgot about that. He is paying the tab. Yes.
4605 in the box.
Technically, if you're using Navigas weather with some sort of weather radar, even though it's not native, it's still used to avoid the bad weather. Yeah, you could, Walla.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like an Airbus. Frontier flight 3990, no worries.
Is that Citation Max on New York Center? It is.
090 to
Yeah.
maintain 3000.
It is Mr. Citation Max.
Frontier flight 3990.
A little bit bumpy still up here in these clouds.
American 57, New York. Delta 1878, you ready to pick up your IFR?
Affirmative. Delta 1878.
Lovely. Delta 1878, you're cleared to sunny Fort Lauderdale. Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading. Radar vectors wavy.
Do you know why FrameGen Mod removes 3D grass?
Level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency.
I haven't heard about that one. Mickle, that might be a new one. I don't think I've ever heard about that one. All right, coming down. Seatbelt signs are off.
Clear to sunny.
We'll be giving rides on this Citation. Yeah, $1,000 every 15 minutes, Will. I'd be curious to see what the fuel burn is on that thing. How much it costs. Like, what's an hourly operating cost, Will? Pilot, fuel, aircraft. I'd be curious to see what that would cost.
Thanks, feedback is correct. Let me know when you're ready for departure.
He's just so smooth in his communications. He does. He's done this a little bit. Oh, just a little bit. Yeah. Was it easy to install the FrameGen mod? It was. Yes. Yeah. According to VATSIM's status page, it's because of a DDoS attack. That's weird. I don't think it's that, man. Listen, dude. YouTube servers and all kinds of other servers have been all shit today. I don't think it has anything to do with a DDoS attack. But who knows? Easily over 1,000 an hour?
Frontier
Yeah.
flight 3990,
I'd like to think so as well.
180.
He got all real TurbCat does is just make sounds. Any help? Turn the sounds off and you should notice the movement. Callum, I haven't had any issues with that. I turn off the sounds and you really can start to notice the movement. Depends what aircraft you're flying as well. So. 777, what's up, man? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Same for you. I hope you're doing well.
78, thanks.
Good
Wind
to see you,
180 at 12 knots. Fly runway heading. Runway 22 right. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading. Delta 1878.
According to VATSIM status page, oh, sorry.
3990, the Philadelphia airport's going to be off your right-hand side, 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
Philly, we haven't been to Philly in a while.
Airport inside Frontier flight 3990.
Frontier flight 3990, thanks.
I wanted to go to Charleston as well. Charleston, it's been a while.
Right, Frontier flight
High performance
3990.
turboprops run out for 500 an hour near you. The 4 or 5 seaters, like a TBM, 830 or something, one of the smaller TBMs.
American 2130. Would you like to go all the way up to 37? I got to get you down for news at 27. Let me know if you'd like to stop at 35.
Yeah, I told our optimum is at flight level 350, so we can stop at 35. That works.
It does. American 2130, climb and maintain level 350. That would be your final.
Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Do we have news? What is the restriction? I think there's a restriction at news. There is no restriction, but he might give it to us. Looks like we're supposed to be descending already before news. That tailwind's definitely helping, though.
Frontier flight 3990, the Philadelphia winds at 190.
That's for Sirius? Okay, yeah.
Runway
Does the
27
FrameGen
right,
boost
clear
your
land.
FPS? Absolutely,
Clear
Ruben.
land,
Yeah,
27
basically
right,
doubles your
3990.
FPS, man. Yeah. Other than Ottawa, what are some of your favorite places you like to visit in Canada? I actually don't really like Ottawa, Sean. I find it's a... unless you work for a government, or a government agency,
American
Ottawa's
2130 direct news.
pretty
Direct news for American 2130.
pretty useless, to be honest with you. there's much better cities in Canada. Pretty much any other city. This city is kind of boring, man, and it's just, there's not really a whole lot going on, man. Just full of bureaucracy and bureaucrats. It's a boring city.
1878, thanks, near departure, radar contact, on maintain 17,000, direct waiting.
Go to Toronto, Montreal, Quebec City, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, fuck. Probably all better places to visit. Are you excited for the PMDG 777? Of course, absolutely.
American 2134, direct news.
Direct news, American 2134. All right, nice little shortcut today. Direct news. We were just looking at that on our charts. There we go. I think that turns us a little bit more into the jet stream. No, not really. As an Ottawan, I can concur. Yeah, dude, it's just not a whole lot going on here, man. Everything's closed at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. There's nothing going on, man. There's just, it's not. There's a famous saying, they call it, other Canadians call it, the city that fun forgot. That is our slogan. Yeah.
American 2130, cross news, at maintain, flight level 270.
So it says 270 for news. So we're going to bug that in now, 270. And we're going to insert that. And that's going to be our new restriction. And then now we'll have it in there. And then that will have bumped our descent forecast. So it looks like we're going to cruise for about 80 miles, a little bit less than 80 miles. Would you ever move to Vancouver or Toronto? Vancouver, yeah, I would consider it, Will. Like a suburb of Vancouver, I would consider that. Toronto, no, probably not. Toronto is just too much.
Delta 1878, come and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Delta 1878.
Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hey, Cap, does the frame gen have any negative side effects? And if so, can you fix them? I'm thinking of getting it. Really, the only negative side effect that I've seen is like the screen tearing. So like if you have a menu open like this, you see if I move the camera, you see how it's kind of tearing and dragging along. That to me is the biggest thing. So I don't know if you use any like on-screen something, I don't know. That could cause some issues. The only other thing that I've noticed as well is like some shadows. Shadows become a little bit weird when you're using the frame gen mod. So if you really like to watch your shadows, yeah. What are the main differences of the two between Toronto and Vancouver? I don't know. I don't really know enough about the two cities. Population-wise, I know that they're pretty close.
Delta 73 about 10 minutes ago reported occasional light pockets of some chop over the Robbinsville VOR. That is the Romeo Bravo Victor VOR.
Hey, firm, we'll can get to Pyre up when we're close to the VOR as well for American 2134.
You see some controllers actually give the VOR and the identifier. It's crazy.
You mean you're not going to yell at me to study my charts? Oh, man. One is west and the other is east. Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me would be Vancouver's out on the ocean, right? It's out on the coast.
3990's on the missed approach.
Frontier Flight 3990, roger, flight runway heading, climb and maintain 3000.
Runway heading 3000, Frontier Flight 3990.
Oscar Mike. I feel like we need that as an emoji, Will. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have been calling for Oscar Mike to be an emoji.
Frontier Flight 3990, turn left heading 190.
That was such a special moment, dude.
190, Frontier Flight 3990.
People like to act like that.
Frontier Flight 3990. I know you're busy right now, but when you have a chance, say the reason for the missed approach.
As someone who's never been to Canada, would you recommend to visit? Canada's a beautiful place, man. It depends where you want to go, Stephen. It's a beautiful place. Expensive, but it's beautiful. Said that the day that it happened, but I still agree. Which one would we take off? Oscar Mike.
Frontier Flight 3990, turn left heading 110, and would you like to
nice and smooth up here right now.
Left 110 visual, fine for 27 right, frontier flight 3990.
Roger, I can offer you 27 left if you prefer that. I don't know.
I would say go to the
situation
coasts,
of the animal or
Stephen.
something, but,
So you're either going to go
like
west coast or you're going to go east
No, right
coast.
side, fine. What was the heading again for 3990?
Halifax,
heading
Prince Edward
110,
Island, New
please.
Brunswick, all
110.
great places. People are amazing. If you love seafood, just great places. If you love the ocean, you like fishing, you like that type of stuff, I would go east coast. And then, of course, you've got west coast, which is a little bit more diverse. You're going to have a little bit more ethnicities. Crazy like melting pot in Vancouver. You've kind of got everything going on in Vancouver, man. So who is that controller? He sounds bad. Oscar Mike, did you study your charts, Max? I hope you know that the Oscar Mike Hoosier VOR better have studied. Gonna be upset at you. Heard good things about Vancouver. Vancouver's awesome, man. Vancouver is probably one of my favorite cities in Canada. Again, very expensive, but I definitely feel if you have an opportunity to travel there, to like kind of take it all in and see it.
Keep you tight into the airport.
I did not know that.
080 frontier flight 3990.
Oh man, it's just crazy, dude. Crazy. Maybe Pog, Oh My, or Chef's Kiss. I don't see those used that much. Chef Kiss, Pog could go, yeah. I mean, we could always gifting could get replaced as well. We could just keep that in the back. I haven't seen AlwaysFlying in, Jesus, man. I feel like it's been like a good like 4 to 6 months since I've seen him on the channel. So that one we could always replace and sub out if he ever makes his way back, right? So apparently there are a lot of Australians on the West Coast. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever run into any Australians when I've been out there, but can't say like I've been looking or something. But Ken, what city is more expensive, Ottawa or Quebec? Like Ottawa or Quebec City? I don't know. Probably similar, right? So like when it comes to like the differences between like Ontario and Quebec, it's utilities are very cheap in Quebec, so paying for like hydro, water, that type of stuff is very cheap. Where in Ontario it's very expensive, but then where they get you in Quebec is the taxes and gasoline and stuff like that is far more expensive in Quebec compared to like Ontario and other provinces.
American 2134 across the news intersection at maintain level 270.
Looks like news for 270. American 2134, thanks. All right, so with that, he's basically given us our descent arrival. So we can go to our performance page. It's probably going to be yelling at us to enter our information. It's not, but we're going to do it anyways. Weather in Boston showing 120 at 10 knots now, 10 mile visibility. So 120 at 10. We'll throw that in there. Good. Temperature was 10 degrees, sorry, 3 degrees, 299.1.
Flying, Boston Center's offline, monitor Unicom 122.8, see ya.
Over Unicom 122.8, thanks for coming on, Max. Hope all is well. See ya, American 2130.
You too, thanks, see ya.
We're planning for the 15 right ILS, and our minimums will be on the ILS 267. 267 on our barrel minimums.
Delta
Beautiful.
1878. Unicom
That is set and done. Good.
Fort Lauderdale.
According to Letterkenny, there's a great fishing in Quebec. Could be, yeah. I mean, there's great fishing everywhere in Canada. We're known for the land of lakes, right?
Frontier Flight
Lakes
3990, descend and maintain 2,100.
Descend to 2,100, Frontier Flight 3990.
After you butter the landing in Boston, you can melt it for some lobster. See, wouldn't that be nice? What do you guys call bathrooms, washrooms? I guess it depends who you're... I always call it the bathroom. I don't know. I've never called it washrooms. Go to the washrooms. I'm going to the bathroom. It probably just depends on where and who. Hey Kev, do you think Microsoft plans to improve the weather engine in 2024? Yes. They've already spoke about that. It's getting... We're going to be able to see like hurricanes and like actual anvil thunderstorm clouds and stuff like that. There's some really cool things that they're bringing with 2024. So yes. Do you have any long haul flights planned? I'm kind of waiting for the release of the PMDD 777 before I start planning long haul ideas. I do have some ideas of things that I want to do. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about those until we start getting the PMDG 777, you know. As a Torontonian,
134 Boston centers offline.
Every-
Unicom 122.8.
122.8. You have yourself a great afternoon, man. God, I love Max. Such a character, dude. All right, we're gonna go. You wanted 270 for Muse, but we're going to continue the descent. There's going to be a hold at Muse, I think, because we're on the Roebuck. So it's going to take us down to 6,000 feet. So we're going to be able to bug that in. 6,000 feet. Good. We'll bug that up. 6,000. And we'll start our descent here shortly. When is descent? 14 miles. Not quite yet, but hopefully get a working weather radar with the 7.3 in Microsoft 2024. Yes, that would be great as well. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Was that Max? That was Citation Max, yeah. Hopefully, sorry, got that one. Cap, why'd you put a temp of 10 degrees and not 3? Is that what I did? You're right, sorry. It doesn't affect anything, but you're right, thank you. I don't know where I saw 10 degrees. Where was I looking that I saw? Oh, I was looking here for some reason. I saw 10 and I was like, 10. 3 degrees minus 2 on the dew point. Thank you. Okay, 9 miles till descent. We've got 6,000 bugged. Nobody's online in Boston, which is a little bit weird. I feel like Boston always had ATC going on. There's nobody's online in Boston right now. We'll wait till 5 miles and then we'll start our descent. Expand this out here just a little bit. This is a very long, drawn out approach into Boston. I don't know if you guys remember flying the Roebuck 3 arrival. It takes like half an hour just to fly this approach, and I'm not joking. It really takes that long. We're going to start our descent now. I don't know why it's going vertical speed descent. Why did you do that? Hello? Why is it doing vertical speed? That's not what I'm looking for. What? And why is it doing open descent or vertical speed? What did we break, chat? What did we break now? Look, we're 188 miles from the airport. Well, apparently it doesn't like the restriction that I put in there, and it's not giving me any profile path. Even though it clearly said it had a profile path. I'm not getting any, so weird. Your guess? Okay, now it's got a path? Weird. Now it's got a path, apparently. Okay, we figured it out. I don't know what the hell that was. That was a weird one, chat. That was a weird one. Love to see default airliners with modeled interiors in 2024. I mean, if I gotta be honest with you, man, I don't know too many people that care about modeled interiors. I think most people would just, like, I would much prefer an actual, like, properly working default airplane over a modeled interior. I could care less about a modeled interior, to be honest with you. Yeah. Did an IRL Spirit flight from Tampa to Vegas in the sim last night and realized I suck at landings. Takes practice, man. Yeah, we're waiting on the 75K. Yeah, man, like I said, dude, we're going to get it as soon as we have an aircraft worthy of doing it. Right now, there ain't no aircraft worthy of doing it, in my opinion. There is a 100K substream with no glasses? No. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I don't personally, like I said, I can understand how someone would want to have like an interior, but I think like for me, like that's the least of my worries, you know? The least of my worries is like a detailed interior. I don't care. There's hundreds of other things I would rather see them do and like do it properly than an interior, you know? No, you have to remember, any stream that we're doing, although technically we could do like 10 hours and then do like a part 2 stream, you have to remember, any stream that goes over 12 hours, it just like starts getting deleted by YouTube. Like you won't be able to watch the playback if it's over 12 hours. So if we are doing any type of long hauls or something like that, now, like I said, we could split it in 2, right? We could do the first one like 9 hours and then cut it off and then do like 6 hours or whatever. We could do that on 2 separate streams. But yeah, we have to be very conscious of that we cannot go over 12 hours. If and when we do World Flight again, if there will be a World Flight for 2024, I don't know if there is yet. We're going to have to figure some things out, but if there is a World Flight, that's something that I'm going to do this year, is I'm going to cut the video like every like 11 hours or so, just so that I can like restart it, and I'll do like part 1, part 2, because that whole video is just lost, right? There's no, you can't go back and watch any of the World Flight on my channel because it was just one continuous live stream for a week. Yeah. Can you tell me some main differences between Fenix and fly-by-wire? I mean, the main reason why Fenix is better, I mean, it's payware aircraft versus like a default modded freeware aircraft. The texturing, the modeling, the flight model. Fenix uses what's called, I had just had it on the tip of my tongue and I forget what it is, ProSim. So they use ProSim for their flight models, which is like an actual training platform for simulators and stuff. So yeah. 100K stream, circle to land in Lowy with a 747 or a 380. No, we leave those for Captain Will. That's not my MO. We took a 330 into there once. Pardon me. We took a 330 into Innsbruck years and years and years ago. I'd love to be able to get back to some World Flight stuff, to be honest. Yeah, I'd like to go back and be able to watch some of that stuff, you know? So, sounds are better on the fly-by-wire. Again, I think that's like that's an optional thing. They're definitely louder. I don't know if I would call them better, Will, but they're louder. There's maybe more predominant, like, nose wheel hitting bumps and stuff. Yeah, there's some sounds maybe that are added and louder and stuff, but I still think the Fenix, man, when you get those engines going on a flex takeoff or a toga takeoff, man. What's World Flight? You can put !WF in chat. It's basically a charity flight. Fly around the world in a week. Literally around the world. We circumnavigate. That's the word I was going for, totally. Yeah. How do you follow up asking the great question, like, can you tell me some of the main differences between the Flyby and the Fenix? To all capitals, bro, I love your shirt. Oh, man. I still remember the time you asked for the circle to land in the 7.4 at 50K subs. Oh, yeah, everybody likes that one. Yeah. There are way more variety of sounds, especially after takeoff. I admit the Fenix has good engine sounds, but the Flyby has everything else beat, no doubt. Meh. Again, I think it comes down to personal preference. I think they're both great sound sets. I don't know if one would be better than the other, but yeah. Fly-by-wire sounds are just more impressive. I don't think they sound better. Fenix sounds like a true CFM Airbus. That's what I'm saying. To me, the Fenix sounds more true to life, realistic. So, yeah. Is that someone hating? Well, I'm just wondering how you ask such a great question and then follow it up with all capitals of, bro, I love your shirt. You actually asked a legitimate great question and then you kind of ruined it with your follow-up. That's all, man. That's all. Fly-by-wire startup sounds are top-notch. They are good. Yeah. Like I said, I think they're. I don't think they're bad by any means. I don't know if I have like a favorite or a. You know what I mean? So, it is a great shirt. Thank you. Appreciate it. 2 sound packs for 2 aircraft. Both sound great and pretty close to the real thing. Yeah, I would agree. You should do Denver to Honolulu when the 777 comes out. Denver to Honolulu. What's that one like? 2.5, 4, what? 6.5, 7-hour flight spotting, something like that. I'm pretty sure. Got to be 7 hours, right? Neos and CEOs sound very different. You get them right, both sound amazing. Yeah. 7 hour and 15 minutes, so there we go, yeah. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Definitely one to consider. Do they do that one in the do they do that that one in real life? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much exactly what I just said, Will. I said, in my opinion, the fly-by-wire sounds are like louder and more predominant and more like in your face, which I think flight simmers are going to enjoy, right? They're going to like. Like I said, I think the Fenix are a little bit more like true-to-life sounds that you would get like actually flying the aircraft. I'm not disagreeing with you, and I said it comes down to a personal preference. But I have nothing wrong with the fly-by-wire sounds or the Fenix sounds. I like them both equally. Is that a better answer? I like them both equally. I flew in real life Denver 777-200 United in December. Got you. Very cool. That must have been nice. Get out of Denver in December and down to Honolulu. Man. Cap plays Joey's World Tour when he mentions You Like Crazy. Dude, I gotta find the video, Ahmed. Do you know who Joey's World... You know who Joey's World... My buddy bought me a... Fuck, where is it, dude? My buddy bought me a... What do you call the thing? What do you call them? When you can, like, buy a celebrity and you get them to make a video for it. What's it called? I completely forget. But he actually... he actually bought me a thing. I don't know if I have it. A cameo, thank you. Yes, he got me a cameo of Joey's World Tour. Bro, it's something to behold, let me tell you. It is something to behold. I don't know if I have it. I'm gonna have to ask him to send it over to me. I thought for sure I had it in my folder here, but I don't see it. I'll have to get him to bring it over. Come on, gentlemen, don't start this again. What are we starting? What are we doing? Oh, Will? Just don't worry about William. William's special. It's okay. I don't see it. I thought for sure I had it. I'll have to look for it. Will FrameGen work on GTX cards? No, unfortunately not. No. Castevens, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hegap just checked. Got admitted to flight school, and they fly SR-22s. Nice, Tyler. Congratulations, man. I wish you all the best in your endeavors, my friend. New York to Cape Town long haul? Ooh, how long of a flight is that, Wayne? New York to Cape Town. That sounds like a 12-plus hour flight. Are you buying the MD-11? I should be getting a review copy soon. I don't know when, but soon I should be getting one. Do you have any expectations for the IndyBuilds A320 Neo? Not really, to be honest with you. Again, free aircraft. It is what it is, right? To me, when it comes to those free airplanes, it doesn't cost me anything, so I'm not going to be too like critical about it or anything like that. Well, I don't know. Steph, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome out. 14 hours. Oof. Nasty. Nasty. Any plans for flying to India? Many new exciting airports are there now. Are there? I know that you got like a new Mumbai and stuff like that. I hadn't seen if there's any newer ones out there, but yeah. Was there any conclusions to the IndyBuilds A320 Neo drama? No, because there probably was none, Will. It was some like fucking texture artist at Fly-by-Wire. Probably some 14-year-old man that was like, they stole everything. No, absolutely nothing came from it, man. Nothing came from it. which leads me to believe that Microsoft probably owned the intellectual rights to whatever had been changed or edited or something. I'm guessing it had something along those lines, but I have no clue. I even asked AnyBuilds when I had my quarterly meeting with them, and they basically said, like, it's nothing to be concerned about. So, okay, no problem. I'm pretty sure it was just some little butthurt 14-year-old. It was some, like, painter or something, modeler, painter. Anyways. PMGG is also to be released soon. Let's see. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We haven't heard from PMGG in a couple weeks now, so. Switched of all the assets having issues by landing and keep the center line with rudder pedals. It's going to take some time, Martin, for sure, man. I remember doing the first couple landings with rudder pedals. It definitely, yeah. Calicut tabletop runway, damn awesome bag, Dogra, and many more. Okay. We'll have to see. Do we know of when the shark coats are coming out for the Fenix? No. 14-year-olds work on Fenix. Well, like I said, it was like a painter, so it was definitely a younger developer on the team, right? You have to remember, I think there's like a couple hundred people that take up the fly-by-wire. There's like people that do everything, right? Painters, modelers, textures, systems, liveries. I'm pretty sure it was just some young kid that was doing some stuff for the fly-by-wire. Because it came out and it was like, oh, fly-by-wire developer, you know, comes out and shames AnyBuilds for stealing something of theirs or something. I forget what the whole thing was. It was just stupid. MSK Productions Mumbai is good. Velocity Studios Calicut is also very good. Okay, cool. And I remember we have a bunch of great freeware scenery there as well, right? That's on flightsim.to, so. Dumb question. Since you're flying the A320, how do you fly an RNAV approach in the 7.3? Basically the same, except you would just leave it on LNAV and VNAV, I believe. You might arm the approach button. I'm not sure, Sunjen. If anybody knows in the 737, do you arm approach on an RNAV approach as well, or? They thought they had copied the thrust logic. Yeah, again, like... Anyways. Who knows? I think it's so ridiculous. It's so crazy. Make sure you get rid of the freeware Mumbai when you install the MSK Mumbai, okay? I feel like I have a Mumbai already. I don't know if it's like it's obviously might be an enhancement to the handcrafted. It'll give you a glide slope. Okay, so you arm approach. You can do an IAN approach with the fly-by-wire, with the 737-800. Okay. Should approach be armed? I think so, Martin. Yes. Just had 2020 update and appears to have knackered my Fenix. Can load in, but that's about it. Anyone else encountering this issue troubleshooting at the moment? I had the same update this morning, Steph. Have you tried relaunching the sim and like maybe just restarting your PC? Maybe something got bugged with the Fenix launcher, like the auto launcher or something. That's a freeware off fs.to. We got those freewares during the last India tour. Things have changed since. Okay, cool. I'd recommend the South Africa round trip, Johannesburg to Durban, Durban to Cape Town. Awesome scenery. How long are those flights, Wayne? Because I'd love to do some South African flying. How long are those flights? You know, if you can as well, Wayne, if you're part of the Discord, throw those in the flight suggestion channel. Departing out of Seattle for Anchorage, for Juneau. Nice. We need to do Alaska as well. I want to do the Seattle to Juneau, Juneau to Anchorage run. I did a PC restart and everything worked fine after the update. I haven't had any issues either. Yeah. Going through the motions at the moment, as long as it is local to me, that helps. Yeah, I had the update this morning. I launched into the sim. I've had no issues today. No issues today. We are back on descent profile chat. You can see all of our constraints out there. Are these flight suggestions for the 75K or the 100K screen? No, just regular flights. Regular flights, I believe. Johannesburg to Durban is 40 minutes. Durban to Cape Town's an hour and 40 minutes. Ah, that'd be perfect, Wayne. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. You said there's scenery, too, as well, for all those airports? That would be really cool, man. I'd definitely enjoy that one. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake over to low. What are the winds doing? Any change to the winds? Into Bostonian? Nope. Winds are still the same. Weather's looking good. It's clear out here. I mean, it's rolling in. They're definitely going to catch that probably this evening or tomorrow. All that's going to get pushed in, but weather is fine. Does VATSIM support flight emergency roleplay or general emergencies? For example, if ATC lost your engine, you need to land ASAP. Is it going to cancel all takeoffs and landings? No. Yes and no. It depends. I don't suggest doing it during an event or when the controller is busy because you're just going to get told to log off the network. It depends, to be honest with you. It depends when it comes down to the controllers. Who's online? Are they busy or are they not busy? But no, they're not going to treat it like they would in real life. I believe you're urged to just log off and deal with the problem yourself. I believe that's the SOP for VATSIM. But I mean, you will have some controllers that might be a little bit more able to help, if you will. Or they might be wanting to role play the event or something like that. But yeah. I've seen Flight Test Simmer V1 doing it on VATSIM. I'd be annoyed if I had to sit down and wait for something like that. Yeah, it would kind of suck. Yeah. Why did my flight director go off? Weird things. Did I just hit it off or something? Weird. Oh, it might have flipped off when I was doing that weird shit on the descent. Sometimes it's fun to do emergencies. I mean, I don't know, dude. My outlook on it is, like, if you're gonna, like, force an emergency, one, you already know what it is, so you're, like, already prepping for it. I don't know, man. I'm more for, like, let's just roll with it if we end up having a failure or something. Like, do you guys remember, I don't know, a couple months ago, we were flying in Brazil. We went to go take off, and we actually had, like, we lost, like, our primary displays, and we had to bring the aircraft back and basically land. Like, those are fun to me. Like, that's fun. I have no problem doing that. But I'm not going to sit there and, like, force an emergency, like, make a scenario of an emergency and then have you guys all come in here and then fake this emergency after I've spent all night practicing this emergency and making sure I know how to... I don't know, dude. It's not for me, man. That's not the type of content for me. I'd rather, like I said, if we're going to get an emergency, sure, random failure, something happened, absolutely, no problem. We'll deal with it as it comes. But, like, as far as, like, pre-planned emergencies and, like, going on VATSIM and, like, faking engine outs and stuff like that, no. One cool feature that we can do on Pilot Edge, which I may be able to reach out to Pilot Edge and do, is the way that Pilot Edge works, when you connect to the network, they can actually fail things on your aircraft. So there's certain things that, like, Pilot Edge get access to when you're on their network and you're logged in, because it is a training network. So, like, we've had Pilot Edge fail a landing gear before. We've had them fail an engine. We've had a couple things that they've been able to do. So those would be, maybe that would be kind of cool to, like, hit up Pilot Edge and be like, hey, give me a random failure. Do you know what I mean? Or something like that. That might be fun. That could be cool. But other than that, I'm not really one for, like, failures and stuff like that, to be honest. My book of go-around is close enough to an emergency. Anything more, no thanks. Could be too, yeah. I mean, it all depends, man, right? Everybody's going to have their own, you know. LAX to Boston in an A321 in Phoenix drops. That's a good one. Yeah, JetBlue with the IEs. Oof. That's a great JetBlue flight. Cast it on. That would be a great one. Yep. A321 with the IEs. Do they have IEs on their A321s as well? I don't even know. To get the 7.5 soon to do some UPS and DHL. Yeah. Yeah. Could do it in the A300. Don't forget about the A300, man. I feel like that's like such an underutilized airplane by some. The A300 is an absolute beast, man. I installed the FrameGen mod and my FPS went from 24 to 40, but now I have some stutters. Do you know how to fix those before it did not happen? Ruben, it sounds like you got to turn some settings down, man. So the FrameGen mod is going to use a little bit more VRAM, so turn some of those things down. Do you have any IRL qualifications in aviation? I don't. I just have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours flying them in the simulator, Wayne. That is where all of my knowledge came from. I have some friends and family members that are pilots. I've befriended some other pilots here on YouTube or on Twitch and stuff, and they've been able to help out with things when we have questions and stuff, so yeah. But as far as myself having any qualifications, none. Zero. 0, man. Q400 comes, oof, baby. I will be ready. Real world Porter Ops, smashing that thing down into Toronto City Centre. 350 foot per minute, smashing it on the 1,000-footers. We need a Captain Canada longitude stream. Man, we haven't flown the longitude in forever, Max. That might be kind of fun, especially it's got the working title stuff around and stuff, right? I sent you the links for the sceneries via Discord. Thank you, Johan. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm on takeoff with the 737 and I can't arm the VNAV. That's fine. Just wait till you get airborne. Who's making the Q400? Majestic. Yeah. Being that adrenaline emergency would make you feel as normal as you're looking at the screens, drink coffee in real life, feel that fear of death for your family on your mind. Well, of course, exactly. It's a completely different scenario in real life, and that's why it gets treated that way, right? That's why, like I said, for me, like replicating a failure or scenarios on VATSIM, I don't know, it just seems kind of tacky. Like I said, I can understand both ways. For me personally, I wouldn't do that. Like I said, if we have random failures or things that happen, I'd rather deal with that than like a pre-planned emergency or something, you know? Really impressive. Would trust you in emergency with no stress whatsoever. I don't know about that one, Wayne, but maybe. I don't know, man. Completely different, like we were just mentioning. Completely different when you're in the real world, right? It's a completely different scenario, man. I actually find the A300 usually EDDP to EKCH than ESGG and vice versa the past month. Nice. Very cool, Martin. It's a wonderful aircraft. I love it, man. Love it. Love flying. Just got another big update as well. 1.07 or 1.08 now for that airplane. So just got another big update. They refined the flight model, touchdown effect, I think, as well, a little bit more. So the airplane's getting some love, man. There's a freeware mod to set all kinds of failures at 0 to 100%, fully customizable, and runs in the background. Interesting. Doesn't the simulator already do that, Will? Like, can't you... I thought like all the... Well, maybe not the simulator, sorry, I should word that properly. I think the PMDG and the Fenix and those types of planes, they allow you to set like a failure for every 100 hours or a failure... Or is it, am I thinking of a different product? Might be thinking of like X-Plane and something, but... Incidentally, Johannesburg is the IndyBuilds website. Gaffer Simulations are the developers. Okay. At least I can reach out to them and get a free review copy right now, Johan. Hey, I'm going to go review this scenery. I thought there was a different... Well, you sent me the link for them, so that's fine. I'll look afterwards. I see the Gaffer one. Okay. Okay, we've got Cape Town. Cape Town was a freeware version. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Hey, I tried turning settings down, but when I move the camera in the cockpit, it still stutters. Do you have any other idea of fixing it? Try turning your LOD, object LOD, turn that down to like 70%. See how that goes. On the BE-146 and just getting that thing from point A to point B is good as an emergency. Got that right. That thing is archaic, dude. Ancient. Man, I don't know, dude. The BAE is just one of those airplanes. It's like meh. It's like one of those. It just doesn't do it for. I used to fly it all the time in X-plane, man. Same as the MD-80. I'm past that, if you will. I guess I don't know. I don't enjoy flying those airplanes anymore. I don't know why, but I just don't. They're not like they don't tickle my fancy, and I'm not really much of like a one and done stream anymore. Like I don't really just pick an airplane. If I'm gonna pick an airplane and fly it, it's usually that I'm going to, fly it for a week or two and like actually give it a good like shakedown and rundown. You know what I mean? I want to ask you one quick question. When is the long haul flight? I have no clue yet, Atif. Probably as soon as we get the PMDG 777, man. The same week that we get the PMDG 777, we'll try and take advantage of all the hype and, everybody going crazy. Or we get the MD-11, one of the two. Did you change the VSync settings? I did not. Well, I did in the NVIDIA control panel, yes. But I don't think it really does anything because I have a 144 hertz monitor, so VSync is 144 hertz. My simulator has never come close to running 144 hertz, right? So haven't really had to worry about it. Managed to change my settings on my ASUS ViewBook to get smooth flights, put on 800 hours with no problem. Had to play around with it until it comes together. Take on it, yeah. Friday is fun to watch though, but I understand. I mean, it is, but like if I'm not think about it this way, man, and think about this as a content creator perspective. One, if I'm not enjoying my time flying the airplane, I just feel that the content is not enjoyable as a whole. Sure, there may be a few people that want to see that or may want to see that aircraft. I get that. I understand that. Two, more importantly, with that one is the... hold on, I completely lost my train of thought because I was reading someone else's message. Those airplanes aren't really flying anymore. That's part of like the major reason why you don't see me flying some of the airplanes. I'm on this huge kick of like these real world ops and stuff right now. There aren't very many BAE 146 flying around. There are a few, sure, that we could do or something like that, you know what I mean? But it doesn't really fall into the scope of like what we're doing right now with like the way that I'm planning out my flights and doing stuff like that. There's Boston, by the way, chat. Beautiful downtown shot over here as well. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, dude. I always say never, right? I understand it from like viewers' perspective of like, well, hey, we'd love to see this, we'd love to see that. I get that, I understand that, but I don't know. I do like me some real world ops. I mean, that's like what I've been. That to me is like been what I enjoy the most right now, and I think that's what's like allowed me to kind of like stay sane, only flying the same like 4 or 5 airplanes for the last little bit, is being able to replicate these real world ops and use flight radar and use gate to gate assignments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like when I fly an airplane, like I said, as a content creator, I feel like it's important for me to like, when I fly an airplane or when I showcase a product or when I do something, to fly that airplane to the best of my abilities. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one to just like stream something because I know that it's going to get me views. I know it's going to get me clicks. It's not really what my channel is about. I've never really kind of been like that. Maybe at the beginning is like you're growing your channel and stuff. That's maybe a little bit more normal behavior. But for me, like I said, where I'm at now in my like flight sim career, I'd rather enjoy flying an airplane for a week or two and like be really good at flying that airplane, have amazing takeoffs, great landing, great technique, whatever it is, right? I'd rather do that, and I feel that that's more important than me getting a one-off stream in an airplane that somebody wants to see, if that makes sense. And it's not that I have anything, like, don't take it personally, but just I'm just like you guys, and I'm just like everybody else. There are certain airplanes that just don't do it for me anymore. Like I said, the BAE 146, the MD-80, man, I flew the hell out of those airplanes in X-plane. It just doesn't tickle my fancy anymore. You know what I mean? That's it. And that's it. It's not that I have anything against that, and it's not that I don't think that sometimes it would be a good idea to fly a different airplane, mix things up a little bit. It's just that Like, for me to enjoy doing this as a full-time content creator, I have to want to fly the airplane. And if I don't want to fly the airplane and I'm feeling like I'm forced to fly an airplane, that's where it's like, no thank you. You know what I mean? Is it a Microsoft issue or a plane issue with those planes? It's just the plane. Maybe a little bit of both, Will, but usually it's just the plane, man. Usually it's just like I said, I've flown it enough that I just don't need to worry about it anymore, you know? Like, if you really want to go see me fly BAE 146, just go check out the content, right? If you want to see me fly an MD-80, just go back and watch some older videos or something. Now, like I said, it's not that I'll never jump in the MD-80 again. Maybe we will, right? But for the time being, I don't really see that, to be honest. I would like to take some more of the default airplanes out, though. Like, I'd like to fly the 747 again. I'd like to fly the 787 again. I'd like to do like some type of flight in the 787 again. I'd like to take some more of those planes out and kind of see how those have progressed over the updates and stuff, how things have changed. Yeah. Obviously, with all the third-party stuff coming as well, too, we're going to have our hands full flying the MD-11. We're going to have our hands full flying the 777, the 319, the 321, and just to name a few when they end up coming out, right? So. All right, through this waypoint, let's go ahead and continue the descent. We have 210 knots and 6,000 feet. What is our intercept here? Intercept's at 4,000 at Swig. Let's go 4,000. We're going to open descend. 4,000 feet. Turn the sounds up here. Are any developers working on an A320? Yes. Synaptic Simulations and AnyBuilds are working on one. We're going to go direct Swig. Insert that.
Boston traffic, American 2130, short final 22 Boston.
He's landing 2-2s. I'm going to go managed mode. LS switch is coming on. Yeah, it's definitely on the lower end of the VRAM. Ruben, for sure, man. But at least you got it working. At least you've got it working with decent performance now. You have no flight plan on VATSIM. Yeah, the VATSIM servers are down. Unless they're back up now, but they've been down all afternoon. You haven't been able to file off a flight plan. I was able to this morning, but other than that, I'm going to arm localizer. You can see we're descending perfectly on the glide path now. There's Lokestar captured. Good. We're going to go approach mode. I don't know why it's done that today, where it keeps flipping the camera back. It's done that a couple times. There's glide slope. We're going to go flaps 1. Capture glide slope 15 miles out. And we talked about the new CTAF test on VATSIM cap. It looks cool, but I think it will confuse the heck out of people. I agree 100%, Andy. I think it's going to be more confusing than it is. I think it's one of those things, Andy, where on paper it sounds like a great suggestion, but then you're actually going to want people to open up charts and actually look for CTAF. You know what I mean? Like, where do you even find a CTAF? Where do you even find CTAF frequency? I don't even know where you find a CTAF frequency. Shit, it's been so long since I've need to. I think the last time was on Pilot Edge or something like that. That will not work well. It's definitely not going to work well, man. Like I said, on paper, sure, sounds like a great idea. But where the hell do you even find a CTAF number? Most people are just going to be there. Check your sectional charts or comm tab. Fuck. Okay, well, let's land our airplane and then we'll worry about all that fun stuff, shall we? The good news for VATSIM controllers is that we all have the frequency change approved and are not obligated to give them a frequency. True, but yeah. It's on every section chart. Boy. VFR sectional charts have them all. Oh, fuck. Yeah, real good luck with that one there, VATSIM. This is going to work out real great. Winds are very weird right now. We're showing a quartering tailwind. Winds were supposed to be what? Sorry, 120. 110 at 12 knots in Boston. Unless those winds do like a complete 180, we're going to be getting some weird wind here, chat. All right, gear down. Nose lights, wing lights, runway turnoffs on. Boston traffic, American 2134, 8 mile final, 15 left, Boston. Is Phoenix better than the fly-by-wire? Depends what you're looking for, Enzo. Depends what you're looking for, man. Both definitely different products, so. I'm for it, I want it to work. I mean, I'm for it too, but I just don't see it working. There's already people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. I would say probably a good 40% of people on VATSIM probably shouldn't be flying on VATSIM. Just based off like the, you know, so having to make them actually search charts now, VFR sectionals before they do their flights. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Those winds are gnarly. Flaps full through 160 knots. Start our replay. I don't think we have landed 15 left before, but I can't remember the last time we landed 15 left. Pretty cool. It's not a matter of congestion, it's an alignment to the real world. I mean, I understand, listen, I understand why they're doing it. There's networks already that do that, right? Like Pilot Edge and those types of things, like they already do that. But I'm just saying for VATSIM to do it, it just seems kind of weird. It seems like it's, I just don't think it's going to work out that well. Yeah. I have 15 right in the FMC. All right, we are recording our replay. Yes, we are. Cool. My aircraft, chat. Enjoy the ride. We'll get you down to the ground. Boston traffic, America 2134, short final 15 right to Boston. Did I say 15 left earlier? Not bad if I did. All right, those winds are shifting. It's going to be really cool in the replay as well. Okay, the winds have officially completely shifted. They're now at 170, but they're supposed to be gusting off this side. But they have definitely shifted over now. Time to dust off the ForeFlight. I mean, if you still have it, sure. I still think Navigraph is the best option for flight simmers. Yeah, see, the wind has completely shifted.
500. 400.
Slight quartering crosswind off the left side now.
400. 100 above. 300. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
A little bit of correction. Watch the aileron. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Reverser stowed, manual braking. We'll take the high speed here to the right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back down to Boston. That was a good one. I feel like that was much more stable. Pretty crazy weather today, though, man. I mean, those winds were just rocking us around. Got slammed into DC and then almost slammed back into here. That was a good day of flying, my amigos. Happy with that one. We're gonna make we'll make this right on Charlie. We'll go up Charlie and then make a left on Alpha. Crossing some runways. We'll make our calls. House traffic, America 2134, vacated 15 right to Boston. Cool. Ground spoilers and flaps going clean. That was a good flight, my amigos. Great little sector. I love this sector, to be honest with you. It's been a while since we've flown this sector, but I love this one. It's a great one. Lots of traffic, we're at 2134 crossing to right. Left. To left, to right. To left, to right. Landing lights are coming off. Nose light over to taxi. Runway turn-offs off. Strobe lights are off. Wing lights off. APU master start switch is on. What gate are we going to today? Should we go right back to the same one? Bravo 19 for us. Bravo 19. No. Operated by American. Good. I don't hear or see any traffic on final, so we should be good to cross the runways. Thoughts on Logan Airport? This scenery is fantastic. Fly Tampa? Fly Tampa kills it, man. Every time. Every time. It's Fly Tampa Boston. Wonderful scenery. Pretty good on performance. Much better than DC on performance. DC, we're barely breaking 40s. We're into the low 50s here. Yeah, good scenery, man. Love the scenery. 22 West. Joe B, what's up, man? Good to see you. Are we playing tonight, Joe B? Are we streaming Helldivers? What's your opinion on using the follow me car? If you're not used to an airport, sure, absolutely. I just don't know how well it would work on like VATSIM if you had like planes behind you and other people kind of waiting for it. I don't know. I've never really used it. I've always just used charts with like moving maps, you know? I feel like moving maps is pretty much kind of like a follow me because you can just zoom into the airport and see all your taxiways and stuff like that. Most airports aren't too crazy, but democracy awaits. Nice. It can't spread without our help. I like it. Democracy. APU start switch on. Did we stop our clock? 1 hour and 9 minutes on the flight time. We gotta stop our block. Helldivers look so awesome. Have you come across the Terminator bots yet? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we fight them all the time. Automatons. We'll fight some tonight, don't you worry. Never really cared about Giuseppe scenery, especially when it was an X-11. They're okay, but just the performances. I feel like they use too many like things, too many there's too much going on with the scenery that doesn't need to be going on, if that makes sense. Like animated interiors and like people walking around and like baggage loaders and you know, ground carts and everywhere. Like, I don't know. I wish we could just turn them off, you know? Like the Fly Tampa Vegas? Yeah, beautiful scenery, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, nose lights off. That's our probe heat. We'll put on the APU bleed. Good. And there is our gate right over there. Bravo 19. There she be. Alright, Bravo 19. So if you said already, when to stream tonight, I will be there 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Exclamation point schedule. 7:30 Eastern. I believe that's 2300 Zulu, I think. Something like that. I'd take performance over interiors any day. 100%, Jacob. 100%, my friend. Absolutely. Can we get a dance today? It's been a while since we've had a dance. I feel like we're in Boston. We deserve a nice dance. Look at that. Bang on the numbers. Beautiful. Upstairs. Park brake's on. Park brake bleed. Park brake. Wow. Park brake is on. APU is on. APU bleed is on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Beacon light is off. Seatbelt sign is off. Dance. 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 We're going to get it. Yeah, I fucking knew it, chat. I knew it. I knew it. I could tell the interactions. We were going to get it. Welcome to Boston. With a dance. We win, chat. We win the day. All right. GSX. Request deboarding. Good. Did I stop the recording already? Did I stop the recording? Or am I going crazy? Hopefully I stopped the recording, because it looks like it's not recording. Am I losing my mind? Potentially. Probably, actually. Well, there we go. Ooh, look at that. We'll go in from the terminal. Ooh. There you go. Shiny. Very shiny in here. This is through GSX, actually, the people walking around in here. Welcome back down to... Stop to when you were taxiing? Okay, good. Chat, put down the vape pens, okay? Thanks. Welcome back down to Boston, my friends. That was an incredible flight. I certainly enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did as well. This might set up a nice Saturday for us. I think I kind of want to do Boston to Bermuda. I don't know how long of a flight that is, but I'm going to look at that one. We haven't been to Bermuda in a while. I love going to Bermuda. So we may do Bermuda. We may actually do the round trip op from... That's going to be a long day, though, on Saturday. We may do the round trip op from JFK, or is it JFK or LaGuardia? It might be LaGuardia. Maybe it even be Newark, down to Bermuda and back. That would be a long day of flying, because I believe it's almost 2 hours each way. But that could be fun. I think JetBlue does it as well. There might be some others that do it, but I'll look into that. I'll look into seeing that, because Sunday we have our community fly-in. We haven't done a community fly-in in a very long time. So, Sunday will be our community flying. If you are around and you do want to join, we're just going to be on the Microsoft Flight Sim servers. So it's not going to be on VATSIM or anything like that. Just the default Microsoft Flight Sim servers. We're going to do our fly-in. We haven't done one in a while. I have not fully decided where we're going to go, but I think I know exactly where we're going to go. So I've kind of got that all planned in. We haven't done this little routing in a while, so I think it could be fun. The idea in my head is we're going to go from Palm Springs to like overfly LAX, go out to Catalina Island, do some touch and goes, maybe a few little landing challenges down in there, and then turn around and fly back and like fly to like, I don't know, Burbank or Van Nuys or something like that, another little GA airport, Santa Barbara, something like that. That was the plan for Sunday. I think that could be a lot of fun. We haven't really done that one in a while as well. And last time we did Catalina Island, everybody really enjoyed it. Alternatively, we may do the Caribbean as well. So maybe we're going to start a poll on Saturday. Maybe we can run a poll on Saturday and we can see which one you guys want to do. Do we want to do more Caribbean ops? Maybe flying into like some random little strip somewhere? Or do we want to actually do some SoCal stuff? So maybe I'll let you guys decide. Beautiful day of flying, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Had a beautiful river visual into Washington. And then, of course, the arrival back in here into Boston, landing on a different runway. 095 on the G, 141 foot per minute. Very happy with that one, obviously. Let's go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. Thanks to everybody who flew with us today as well. No controllers online today, except for obviously Citation Max. Thank you, Max, for jumping on. But no other controllers online today, which is a little bit weird. I really find Thursdays on Boston, I really thought they would have been bumping, but that is okay. We'll go to our ground services. We're going to close all of our doors. Beautiful. We're going to go to panel states. Panel states. We're going to ready. We're going to activate. Good. And we shall watch our replays. Had a lot of fun flying with you. Thank you, Kev. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Don't forget, we are flying more this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all on the VATSIM network. Saturday and Monday will be on the VATSIM network. Sunday, we're on the Microsoft default servers. Going to be messing around on there. Cool. Let's make sure our flaps are set all the way full. I'll turn all of the lights on, and we shall watch our nice arrival back into Boston. It's good, good, good. Wait for flaps to come all the way out full, and then we'll be able to hit the play button. Good evening, ground ops game. Kessedon, tonight we're playing Helldivers. Helldivers. Yeah, if you're not sure what Helldivers, you can see the wind like completely change. I see the aircraft, then we go from like that side to that side. It was pretty cool. I'll play it from right about here. I'll go ahead and go custom view. I'm going to jump outside. We'll watch one of these views here as it's coming in. I'm going to take this time now to thank all my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Without you guys here, none of this would be possible. Everybody that helps contribute through a monetary value to the channel, I am forever grateful. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this, and thank you for the continued support over the years. Everybody coming in with their memberships today and the membership milestones and all that stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Truly do appreciate it. To everybody else that cannot donate with a monetary value, but donates with your time, your effort, smashing down that thumbs up button, just being here in chat, hanging out. I want to thank you guys just as much, man. Building this amazing community with me. I am extremely grateful. I appreciate every single person that comes in here to watch with me, fly with me, give us controlling. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hope you guys enjoy the replays. Hope you guys enjoyed today's flights as well. Again, we will be live this evening doing a completely different game today. We're going to be doing some Helldivers. If you're not sure what Helldivers is, oh, that was a beauty, chat. That was a beauty. That nice little correction at the end to maintain center line. That was a good one, chat. We are live again this evening doing some Helldivers. If you're not sure if you're going to like Helldivers, well, come and hang out, see if it's for you. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. Definitely a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be more funny than anything and kind of just like enjoyable. Watch us die and lose and kind of just laugh at each other and have fun. That's going to be the aspect of the gameplay tonight, so it should be fun. That'll be live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Guys, enjoy the replays. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate y'all, and hopefully I will see you all tonight. If I don't see you tonight, hopefully I'll see you Saturday for our next Flight Sim stream. See ya!